My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paulini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
On another stream, we've got Wawrinka against Jong. 1 game all. Gonna have Fergus joining along with Zach for that one. Do let me know in the live comments, by the way, who you think is going to win, Wawrinka or De Jong. Nice. Let's check something. Berrettini hold for 3 love. Well, well, well. The only doubt I have over Hordar is the 5-set scenario, Grand Slam. I think he played in Australia this year, right? And did he win 1 match there, maybe? Can I have a quick look? Well, of course, came through quali, so actually won 4 matches. But yeah, so he won a 5-setter against Sakamoto, so maybe I should have more faith in his 5-set ability. Talking of 5 sets, the only Grand Slam match that Carlos Alcaraz has lost to in 5 sets is against this man who's on my screen right now, Matteo Berrettini, back in the Australian Open of 2022, I think it was. Yes. We'll have at least one more watch along today. Might be Busa Rublev, but possibly more likely a match a bit later with Rachel. Okay, I see Zach here. I'm going to bring you forward now, Zach. How are you doing?
John, I'm here with Big Archie.
I see Archie, yeah. Archie's wearing a hat. I hope it's not too hot where you are.
It is very, very hot. He's got a lumpy head, though, so he's wearing a helmet. And that actually, he loves it because it makes him invincible. He can bash his head into stuff with no consequences. And let me tell you, he's testing that every single day.
How invincible is Stan Wawrinka these days?
I'll tell you, Stan Wawrinka is 2013 invincible. He's going to the second week of this tournament, no doubt in my mind. John, do you concur?
I do not concur, but as soon as anyone uses the word concur with me these days, especially in that manner, I always think of that movie with DiCaprio.
Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
1,000%. Yeah. That's a great movie. Great movie. I guess Stan Wawrinka is in a bit of his Catch Me If You Can era, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. I do fear that De Jong, although he's a lucky loser, might just catch Wawrinka one way or another because, Stan nowadays, it's obviously his last year on tour. I think he's going to bow out in Basel. I'm actually also watching Fucsovics-Berrettini right now.
Oh.
Even before it started, had 5-set dogfight written all over it, and that's kind of what I think we're in for. I could be wrong. Berrettini's up a break in the third set, but these guys are just here for the long one.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not the first to see this or acknowledge this. The one-handed backhand in the modern game on clay, it's just so tough because there's so much pace, there's so much depth, and there's so much height on these balls. And it's just a one-hander is not meant to be hit above your shoulder. And it is on all the time. Ooh, nice point there by Wawrinka.
Nice. By the way, Fergus is going to join you shortly. I'm going to be dipping in and out of this stream, but I'll stay with you until Fergus comes. He'll be here in about 10 minutes.
Well, thank you for keeping me company, John.
How's life back?
Life is grand. It's the French Open. We're entering cycling season. Might switch the Giro d'Italia later. I don't know. Anything could happen.
Okay.
This isn't talking cycling, no, it's talking tennis. And so, John, I'm curious, what match are you most looking forward to today? Besides this one, of course.
Well, it's kind of already happened, and it wasn't maybe as exciting as I hoped it would be. It was actually Kazatkina against Sonmez. I thought that was going to be a really good one that was going to go 3 sets. It kind of started out that way as they were exchanging breaks left, right, and center, but kind of just tailed off in that Kazatkina kind of from nowhere won the second set because actually Sonmez was up a break, and it looked like we were going to go 3. And those two players, but particularly Kazatkina, is, let's say, a very patient player. So not necessarily the most exciting brand of tennis.
Yeah.
But I thought at least it'll be, like just breaks left, right, and center. And ultimately we'll go 3. But actually, in the end, Kazatkina got the job done in straights. So that was the one, really. But that's done. There was another match. I'm just trying to remember now on my hit list. Oh, Paulina Yastremska. But that was also done in straights as well. Of Jasmine prevailing there. So, a couple of matches that I thought would go the distance, but didn't. Those are the ones that I kind of had on my radar because on the men's side, yes, you've got this Wawrinka story. Oh, yes. Oh, actually, the one I mentioned to you in the WhatsApp chat earlier, Busa Rublev. Actually, that is a potential upset because Busa's coming off a good win in Hamburg.
The pride of Peru, Ignacio Busa.
And Rublev does love a good 5-set dogfight as well in early rounds.
Yeah.
So I also think the winner of this could go far. So it's one of those where it's sort of feast or famine in that one player will go out in round 1 and the other one could well be in the second week and maybe even in the quarters.
I think Rublev has another couple quarterfinals in him in majors here.
Me too. I think it might well happen. So despite the heroics of Busa in recent weeks, I actually think that Rublev will prevail. In fact, if anything, those heroics in Hamburg might undermine Busa today. In a couple of days, I think he'll be all right. But today might be the day to play Busa and get him. Yeah, especially if it goes 4 or 5, and I do expect that. So
and forgive me, John. We've got a break point, and I believe a second serve here for Wawrinka serving. De Jong trying to get this break early. Let's see if Wawrinka can fend this off as we got an extended rally. And a drop shot there from De Jong gets it done. Wawrinka doesn't even
drop
leave the baseline.
The drop shot, he's good at that.
Is that elder abuse at this point, John?
Is that what, sorry?
Elder abuse to hit a drop shot against Wawrinka?
That reminds me of yesterday. I was playing tennis yesterday at a sort of a friendly tournament where there was all different levels, all different ages. But let me tell you this. Old people do get annoyed. They think you're. Listen, we were actually losing the match at the time. So if you're winning 5-love against an 87-year-old, maybe
drop shot and lob and nothing else. They chose to be out there, no sympathy, zero.
we were losing. So I think the drop shot is very viable. And she was like,
Yeah.
oh, so disrespectful. I'm like, listen, you're really good. This is me respecting you because you're really good. If I was disrespecting you, I'd just, hit you nice, easy shots and just eventually win the point that way. But you're winning. And so I need to win this point. So, yeah, I'm going to,
I want the clip of you shouting, "This is me respecting you," so bad. That's true, though. I've never understood that. So the other one that I see regularly on the courts is in doubles when somebody hits the ball at the net guy. It's like, look, your opponent gave me a bunny. This is the winning shot to hit. You chose to get on the court. It's a tennis ball. It doesn't hurt that much. What are you being weird about it for?
Yeah. It's like also, by the way, just not just age or anything, but just opponents that get upset with the underarm serve. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a legit serve. And almost never, I think, do people say, people do the underarm serve for anything other than I want to win this point.
Yes.
There might be someone who just hates their opponent and is making fun of them. But to be honest with you, when tennis is a weird one. Football is different. And other sports are different, but tennis is a weird one. If you're up 6-love, 5-love, you almost just want to. You worry that it's going to backfire on you, but you're fine with winning 6-love, 5-6-2.
Absolutely. People buy the book it when they're up, 6-love, 5-love. I agree. I mean, the underarm serve, it's almost only in competitive matches on the lower stress points in the, like, it's 15-love at 4-all is when people go for it, right? By the way, Wawrinka is playing high risk, high reward tennis. 6 winners, 5 errors. He is swinging, and I don't know that it's going to get it done for him today, but it's certainly going to make this an entertaining match as long as we're here. Although the Jong looking very strong to start, as you pointed out.
Regarding Tiafoe, I don't have him on it. Upset alert. He's playing Spitzeri today. They're on serve at the moment in the opening stages. Indeed. Yeah. But I think Tiafoe is having an okay season that could well get better as Wimbledon and US Open roll into town. But he's all right on the clay. Tiafoe, I don't ever see him lifting that Roland Garros title anytime soon, but he's all right on the clay, and I think he'll have a run of some sorts here. He might make the second week, but I think he beats Spitzeri today.
Americans have a tennis problem, which is we have bad clay court infrastructure. It's what 40% of the season is on clay, and we are not like collectively very comfortable on it. And look, there is a difference between the Hartrue green clay and the red European clay, and we absolutely have the ability to make red clay courts in the States. We just choose not to. I guess maybe they cost a little bit more, but I honestly don't know what the why is. But it's a problem for American tennis.
Yeah.
Men's tennis in particular. On the women's side, it doesn't seem to be as much of an issue. I mean, Coco obviously is the defending champion, and so maybe have seemed to figure it out. I don't know what the why is.
Anisimova is a junior women's finalist, I think. Anisimova, someone maybe in the chat can correct me on that, but I think she's a junior women's finalist. She may even won the junior title. But and then Coco obviously is excellent. Funny enough, Coco's weaker service, I think, is pretty much clearly the grass.
Yeah.
He had a breakout win, obviously, against Venus on that surface, but has never really backed that up in any way, shape, or form.
You ready for this?
Go on.
Hey, John, I'm a fan of Manchester United. Do you know where I could go for some good content related to that?
Well, funny you should ask that, Zach, at this exact moment, because if you are a fan of Manchester United, in fact, if you're not a fan of Manchester United, do hit subscribe on our sister channel, Talking United, for plenty of content. In fact, tomorrow is a big anniversary in the club's history. It'll be 27 years to the day tomorrow that Manchester United won the Champions League, beating Bayern Munich in incredible fashion. And there will be, Zach, because I know you were going to ask me this,
of course,
there will be an anniversary episode coming out on that channel. So to commemorate that, I spoke to a couple of journalists, one of which was actually in the stadium that night, and gave a story about how a drunken fan knocked his laptop over in and amongst all the fandom and all the craziness that happened that night. So that is coming out on the channel tomorrow. So that's to look forward to. How is Stan getting on against Jesper de Jong right now? He's down 4-1. Is he moving gingerly? Is he moving like an old man who's about to retire, or is the candle still flickering?
he's playing like he wants to put a fan on for the shows and knows that a long rally is not a viable way to do so. I think he's high risk, high reward, a lot of winners and errors both. It doesn't feel like a close 4-1, John. If you know what I mean. Basically, I mean, De Jong looks like over a best of 5 set match, he should win 9 out of 10 times. But to his credit, the style that Wawrinka is playing is the one that will allow him to win that 10th out of 10th. And is today going to be that day? I wouldn't put money on it, but I certainly, not to be a total homer here, but of course I'm rooting for it. I think it's tough not to root for Wawrinka, for these old guys, the old dogs on their last legs. I mean, I'd love to see Mulfee have a little run. I'd love to see Wawrinka shock the world. I'd love to see Andy Murray come out of the crowd and play a match or two while we're at it.
Yeah, my biggest concern, well, not biggest concern, but a concern is that I think the first set is crucial for Stan, and of course he's already down a break. So, yeah, as for Fucsovics and Berrettini, they are plugging away. 1-4 at the moment in the third set. So Berrettini, a lovely return there from Matteo, and it's going to help him win the point to get a juice. So Matteo very close to wrapping up this third set, which bearing in mind how the first 2 sets went, in fact, until Matteo broke to win that second set, it was sort of Fucsovics in charge of the match in terms of applying pressure to the Matteo serve and having little trouble on his own. But then suddenly Matteo wins that second set, and all the momentum has shifted in the Italians' favor.
With Wawrinka here, I would say that his margin and his targeting is the issue, but they're not. He's missing shots that he doesn't need to miss, but that's because he's playing low margin tennis to try and give himself the best shot at stealing a win here. And so, he hit that up the line forehand a second ago, and on clay, that's simply too much to go for. But when you're playing a superior opponent at this point, I think De Jong is. That's the shot you have to hit to win. Maybe Archie, the microphone.
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah. If we get a break in that match, do interrupt me. But I'm just going to bring everyone up to date with some of the matches that are going on right now. Grabber has won the first set over Shramkova. That to me is a slight surprise. Kokkinakis and Atmani are just underway. Atmani held serve in the opening game, and now it's Kokkinakis serving at 15-love. Francis Tiafoe, we were just talking about him, has won the first set over Spitziri. That was nip and tuck for the first 7 games before Francis finally got the break for 5-3 and then ultimately served it out for 6-3 in 35 minutes. So Spitziri, if he is going to prevail, is going to have to do so from a set down. I see that Stan is just about to hold serve for 4-2 in the match that I know Zach is all over. We've got Rybakina just getting underway against Ajavic. So Rybakina, interestingly, has been tipped to take the title by Gil Gross, no less. That kind of caught me by surprise.
Are you buying that, John? You buying Rybakina?
No, I'm not. I'm surprised that he's gone for. I didn't hear his reasoning. I just know he's backed her to win the title. But no, not yet. She's not shown me anything at the French Open that suggests that she's going to win the title. Never been as far as the semis in the past. She is obviously close to having her best year of her career in terms of the fact that, of course, she won Wimbledon in 2022, but never really quite backed it up that year. Whereas in 2026, she's won the Australian Open. She's been in the final of Indian Wells. She won Stuttgart. So, yeah, there's a huge case, and I think she might even be number 1 in the race.
Yeah.
Just lost the first game, albeit that was on the Ajavic serve.
And
but, she'll have a good run here, but I'm not sure she's winning the title.
And I forgive me for interrupting, but Jake Davies has entered the chat. We've only got him till 2 p.m. Because naps are calling and naps are important, Jake Davies. And so, Jake, I know you've got a wacky question, maybe a silly question, maybe a fun question. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you want to know. And on Talking Tennis, we will talk about it. Wawrinka, I mean, he's performing admirably. He's not getting embarrassed out there. Like it doesn't look like he should win, but it doesn't look like he can't win. And Baby Archie's agreeing vehemently right now with that. Yeah.
By the way, Jake, you say you're only here till 2 p.m. That might be it because it's 12:39 in the UK right now. So if De Jong wins in straights, then you might be here. I'm all out of wacky. Yeah, actually, you had some good questions earlier for me, Jake, but they weren't that wacky. They were sort of like, what do you think about Man United? What do I think? There was a bit of Emerson Jones wackiness going on, where I think Jake was trying to spread some love for her as she was trying to make a fist of it against Iga's fiance, but Iga ultimately prevailing pretty comfortably. Anything else to bring you up to date with around the grounds? Hodar won comfortably the first set over Kovacevic 6-1 and is up a break in the second. Do check out an interview I did with David Witt, Kovacevic's coach, from a couple of weeks ago when we were in Valencia. But certainly when it comes to the clay,
that could be a pretty good match, could it not, against Hodar?
Yeah.
You think Hodar's going to cook?
Hodar from winning, as I said before, I think before you joined, was maybe a sort of somehow they get into a fifth set, and Hodar not super familiar with Grand Slams and five-setters, but for me, Hodar should win that. Kovacevic on clay is, let's call it, a work in progress, and it might be a very long work in progress. Nakashima's up a break on Bautista Agut in the first set, and Galbas is mounting a comeback against Van Asch. He lost the first two sets, but it actually up 5-love in the third set.
Oh, I do. Jake Davies, that's not a wacky question. That's a good question.
Go.
I put Hodar above Fonseca, but below Fees. I think Fees is the one. Look, his body might be the issue, but when I think about the weapons, when I think about the championship mentality, he's got it. He's just got it. He's got the vision. He's got the courage. He's got the brain for it. Fonseca, I think certainly he's got some weapons, but he's got to get sorted out a little bit. He also has got to get his body sorted out. He does not have a world-class athlete physique. And, that means he's got to be doing stuff off the court too. Doesn't mean he has to change it, but I think that he should. So I put Hodar actually a little bit above Fonseca. I also am kind of bearish on Fonseca. I don't know that he's a killer. I don't know that somebody whose dad is a hedge fund manager can be, in fact. So I don't know. I think he's missing that last little bit to me.
We'll
see,
got,
John.
Yeah, I mean, Hodar. Well, Feast is just a little further in his development. So, but yeah, the back, the health issues with him last year with the back, and then more recently with the hip. Little concern. It's a real shame that he pulled out on the eve of this tournament. And but yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a. I mean, Hodar's just beaten Fonseca, and yet he's behind Fonseca in their development in terms of Fonseca's been on the main tour for a couple of years now. Hodar is just joining it. Maybe Hodar's just that bit more solid at the moment and maybe has less holes in his game, despite him being a bit of a younger version, as I said, than Zhao. But the one or two weapons that Zhao does have are just massive. Just coming to land a loser. Yeah, you do know my opinion, Jake. Yeah, I'm lukewarm. He's going to win matches, but I don't think he's going to be.
He's no Lerner Tien, John. I'll tell you that much.
Lerner Tien, of course.
No Lerner Tien.
Won a clay court title the other day.
Yeah. And you know who predicted that on Talking Tennis, that he was going to do that this year and got laughed at?
I'm guessing it was you.
It was not America's Au Pair Fergus. It was yours truly, Zach CZ. No, because look, he's got the game for it. He's got the mind for it. And I recognize that he's not as comfortable on the surface yet, but clay court is a grind. It's just the weapons matter a little bit less. And the weapon that matters the most is your mind and your body. And boy, oh boy, does he have a strong mind.
Some good wins in Geneva, actually. I mean, it's a 250, but he did beat Tsitsipas in his opening round. And I know Steph is not the same player as he was 2 or 3 years ago, but not to be sniffed at. 3 sets win over Mickelson and Bublik, and then followed up with a 3-set win over Navoni in the final. So yeah, Navoni's a clay dog, so that's decent. And by the way, I am someone who's doubtful of Tien on clay, and yet there he is picking up a title, and who knows, he can get some wins in Paris as well.
Hey, don't look now, but it's a deuce point here. Wawrinka battling, making De Jong work for this. And then, of course, as I make that observation, he sprays a cross-court backhand that he absolutely should not have missed. Was not a particularly aggressive shot. But, now add point for De Jong.
I will say this, though. Lerner's first match, which will be tomorrow against Christian Garin. In fact, they've just brought the schedule out for tomorrow, and it looks like it's going to be slated for court 6, and I'm gonna say it's 2nd or 3rd up on court 6 tomorrow, something like that. And he's playing Christian Garin, so that is a tough one. By the way, Berrettini has just won the 3rd set by 6-1 over Martin Fucsovics. Hit 6 aces in that set compared to none off the racket of Martin. Martin Fucsovics' first serve percentage plummeted to 50% because really he's got to be getting that up a bit more like 60 or 70. In fact, 70% is what Matteo Berrettini got in that set, which is actually something I asked for Matteo after the first set. Matteo's first serve percentage was down in the 50s in that set, And I was like, man, when you're winning 80+% on your first serve, that's great, but you need to be getting more of your first serves in. Well, he's responded to my comments. He's probably got Talking Tennis in his earpiece as we speak. And he's ended up prevailing that set with a couple of breaks by 6-1.
I don't believe that he's ever denied having Talking Tennis in his ear. And so make of that information what you will.
Exactly, yeah.
I hear what Jake is saying, by the way, about these, everyone's saying he's the one despite being injured all the time, shows we're feeding off scraps on the men's side. I hear what you're saying, Jake, but I think that he just is that talented and that explosive and that exciting. And if in 2 years we're still saying, oh, when Fees gets healthy, and he hasn't been healthy, then yes, then I will agree retroactively with that take. For now, though, I just think he's that good. I also think, and this is in part, the just youth sports environment we're in, young guys get injured a lot more than they used to even when we were kids, John. And we see it across every sport. The specialization at early ages does lead to overuse injuries. It leads to some tears that were not quite as common. And so the career trajectory, and this is in baseball, this is in soccer, this is in tennis, golf seems to be the exception. A lot of these guys get serious injuries in their late teens and early 20s, and then they find themselves healthier in their mid and late 20s as their body develops a little bit more. It's really strange, and I don't know if that's just a kind of short-term trend or it'll continue, but I'm hopeful that Fees will end up having a long and healthy career once he sorts out some of these things.
Yeah, me too. But as Jake highlights, I think the ATP Tour right now is in all sorts of bother in terms of having an interesting competition. There was some weird takes a couple of weeks ago during Madrid actually, and there was some journalists writing, "Oh, I can't believe how exciting the ATP Tour is right now." I'm like, honestly, I don't know what sport you're watching because
really.
Yeah, I'm really depressed by it.
Tell me why, because I'm excited right now. I love this version of the tour.
I'm fine to watch anything else except for a tournament that I know Yannick Sinner is participating in because I know he's winning it.
I think there's so many varieties and there's so many fun games. It does feel like Alcaraz and Sinner have kind of snatched the souls of their
Alcaraz getting injured just destroyed it, and then you get Fils and Musetti pulling out the French Open on top of that, and it's like, okay, don't get me wrong. In isolation, I can watch a tennis match and be excited about it. I can be excited about Lerner Tien's run in Geneva, for example, or the emergence of Busa or Hodar, for example. But I also think it's not fun watching a tournament knowing who's going to win it beforehand and not even really come close to losing it. Oh, here's Fergus, actually. So I'm going to withdraw, much like some of those players I just highlighted, and you guys can see this.
Fergus, welcome to the chat. I did something really bad yesterday.
What did you do?
I did something harmful to myself. Bad for my mental state, bad for my body, bad for my tennis game. I watched Riley Opelka play on clay for about 6 games.
No one should ever do that. That's a terrible idea.
It's so important to talk about self-harm and that people shouldn't do it. And that is absolutely what watching Riley Opelka on clay was. But hey, we got Wawrinka de Jong here today. Maybe we can talk John into popping back in and joining us for a bit. But Fergus, do you have any hope that Wawrinka takes a set here today? Because de Jong's looking pretty solid.
De Jong is someone that I find very interesting. He's in my category of players. I have a small category of players that I think can turn up on a random day and be top 30 just for a laugh, just because that day they felt like it, like
as a prank, if you will.
Unbelievable level just for 2 hours, just for a laugh, just because why not? And then they just go back to just disappearing off the face of the earth, right? And de Jong's one of them, so I kind of see it. I would have absolutely loved to have seen Fils Wawrinka. That would have been amazing. Obviously, Fils has had to withdraw, unfortunately, which is a real blow for the tournament in general.
It is.
Because
watching a French player who's actually good in France is kind of sick. It's a little bit like Rexas, the young Frenchman who's participating in the Tour de France this year and one to keep an eye on. Would you agree?
I would agree, although I'm definitely the wrong person to ask about cycling. You're probably better asking my dad.
Oh, that's so mean. That's so mean. Yeah, it's a dad sport. It's okay, Fergus. It's for the olds. It's not for the youngs. It's for the dads.
I don't have a problem with cycling. I'm just not up to date with my cycling.
You just think it's for elderly, decrepit, aging people like myself.
Those were the words I just used.
Yes.
And decrepit is a word that you clearly also use because you watched Riley Opelka.
Yeah, that was that really was so.
Why did you
deeply
put
unpleasant
yourself through that? We have free will for a reason.
I watch Riley Opelka probably twice a year solely for the purpose of having a bad time, and that's exactly what I did. And that's exactly what I did. Where it's like I got a long day ahead of me, but I'm gonna watch 6 games of Riley Opelka on clay, and if I can do that, I can handle anything. Nothing will be worse for the rest of the day than these 6 games as De Jong. Is it De Jong or De Jong? Is he a double soft J? It's Jesper De Jong.
I think it's Jesper De Jong. Yeah,
that's a Mickey Mouse name. That's tough, man. Jesper De Jong.
Jesper De Jong, I think is how you say it. But he takes the first set 6-3 over Wawrinka.
Imagine if your name was Jurgis Yavin. How much fun?
Jurgis Yavin.
And if I was
you can name me that if you want.
Jurgis has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe Baby Yarchi.
Should we have a little look around the grounds?
Yes, I will say John just did a quick look around the ground. So why don't we do this? If you could tell us what your match of the day is, and just players you're keeping an eye on. We'd love to hear it.
Well, I saw the Karina Buster result versus Lehechka, which was a little bit crazy.
Straights, right?
Yeah, straights, which is absolutely nuts, really. Hodar has currently dropped 1 game versus Kovacevic, and it's 6-1 5-love.
Wow, I thought that might be a little bit closer.
No,
I thought that would be maybe that would go 4. Not looking that way.
Nah. Hodar's way too good.
What's Hodar's ceiling? Do you think?
I'm more impressed with Hodar. I'm more impressed with Hodar this year than I was with Fonseca last year.
That tracks. Fergus, who in the tennis world do you think could broadcast better with a baby than talking tennis?
No one.
I don't think McEnroe could handle it. Straight up.
McEnroe. I can't handle John as it is, as in McEnroe, not Silk. I can't handle McEnroe as it is because I think that he is just very prickly, and I don't like him as a commentator. I also think he gives very outdated views.
Yeah. I think that Chris Eubanks could broadcast. I feel like he's got the temperament. He's got the good head on his shoulders. Could handle broadcasting with a baby.
I actually think that what was it? Agassi turned up for BBC for one match, the Fritz Alcaraz match at Wimbledon last year, and he was very good. I really liked him actually.
You think he could do it with a baby in his hands?
No, I think he could. Just like one baby, like just the baby in one hand, microphone in the other, or maybe it's a headset kind of thing.
Yeah. If it's like a brand new, straight from the store baby with no hair, and you got the no hair Agassi, the no hair baby, that could be kind of fun. There's some visual
twins
gags
at that point.
Yeah. And set number 2 about to get underway. First, I gotta tell you, I like the kit here on Wawrinka quite a bit.
I do. I like the kit too. I think it's good. I'm calling it right now. This is going to be a Stan in a tiebreak. He's going to take this set in a tiebreak.
Stan in a tiebreak. Call DraftKings. Call your bookie.
Oh my word.
Secretly double mortgage your parents' house. Put it all on Wawrinka in a tiebreak in set number 2. It's got the Gavin guarantee.
Okay, I might have to take that back because that forehand is like, where are we? What are we even doing at this point?
Yeah, he did.
No, we didn't. No, he didn't. Okay, that's fine.
I thought that hit. No,
yeah, so did I. I looked like it hit. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It looked like he was inside both lines. I'm actually kind of astonished that was out.
Yeah, that did look like it was inside both lines. But okay. Anyway.
All right. Now Wawrinka up 30 love. 2 points closer to winning 7-6 in set 2.
He is indeed.
I love the late career stand body. You know, he's always had just like a couple extra, and I always think that's fun. But at this stage, you know, he doesn't look like a marathon runner.
He does not. That's an unbelievable return.
That one he did make, though.
He did make that one.
Illusioned.
I'm like pretty sure he made that one. Is your scoreboard glitching? Because now it says it's 15:30.
It is. I think that they misattributed that first point, and we were right and they were wrong. And this is why you should always believe in yourself, listeners. I
thought that he made it. Okay. So chance for De Jong early in set 2. Hodard did bagel Kovacevic. 6-1-6 love. That's not a good second serve return, though.
No, it's not going to get it done. Well, it might get it done, but it's not going to get it done in style if it's more like that. Back to the kit for Wawrinka. It's a good kit broadly, but it's particularly nice with the red clay. I think it's on that like it holds up over the match as he gets clay on himself potentially, and that's not always the case. Just really, really nice effort there. It's kind of a fun design. Oh, baby Archie is saying hello. I'm just going to mute myself for a moment here.
That's okay. No, the kit it suits the clay nicely. And for a last Roland Garros kit, I'm sure that he's quite happy with it, although he doesn't really get a choice in it, does he?
You also see, like, sometimes the shoes don't really go with the kit. Opelka, another great example of this. He's got the pink shoes and the brown kit. Awful, awful clashing colors. But Wawrinka, on the other hand, looks very clean, very put together.
He does hold also for
style.
In style, ace out wide.
Now, Fergus, if you were going to be personally sponsored here on Talking Tennis by any of the sponsors at the French, who would you most like to get?
I'd quite like to be sponsored by Wilson, maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely not Nike, because I don't think Nike produced anything good in the last year.
Oh man, that's generous. Try a decade.
Yeah. Maybe Nike in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But we can't do that. Early 2000s, I was only born in 05, so
that's all right, easy, man.
Yeah. Have to get it in because you're always talking about how much your words were how much of a decrepit old man you are. So
what is your first memory, Fergus?
My
first thing you remember. In the world. Yeah, that other people will also remember. It can't be my dad taught me to play tennis. That's nice, but no, I'm talking your first global memory.
My first global memory.
Yeah. I'm guessing it was not Bill Clinton's impeachment trial.
It was not. I'm gonna say probably not. I'm gonna say my first memory, proper, was probably 2008 Beijing Olympics. I very briefly remember some things about that. But I was 3 at the time. Oh, actually, I was less than 3 at the time. I just remember wandering around, and the Olympics were on. That was.
I'm sorry to interrupt. There's a guy in a Man United jersey that just went nuts for a standby winner in the crowd, and I feel like in the Venn diagram of stuff that John Silk likes, that's just all of it.
That's all of them.
Yeah.
I think I find it so funny when there are guys like that go to these events by themselves, and then they just pick a hill and they die on it, right? They just they pick one person, no, that guy probably isn't even Swiss, right? But he's he just loves Stan, or he has no idea who Stan is, and he just kind of likes his kid.
He just saw a guy with a little tummy and was like, yeah, I like this guy,
Yeah. It's when you go to I was at Nottingham last year for the women's 250, and there was one guy that was absolutely dying on this hill for McCartney Kessler. Absolutely, every single point was on that hill, and for no particular reason. Wasn't even American. Unless he shouts in a real British accent.
It can be different across genders sometimes.
True.
Although it could be it could be the same, not across genders for all we know. I don't know.
Exactly.
Very, very modern.
Way to cover all bases, Zach.
That's right. Stay woke.
It is seriously hot in France today. It's
Yeah,
like
Wawrinka
30.
misses that return that he really just needed to start the point there. That's not going to get it done. But it is 30 all, so he's applying a little bit of pressure here early on.
Yeah, here it comes.
Can you tell us how hot it is? Oh,
I
see, Archie heard he talk Celsius and was like, "Yuck, I'm gonna need that."
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. I think it's 33 right now. Degrees Celsius, so that is. Let me get up a converter for you Americans.
There's no way that Brad Gilbert could broadcast the baby. And I'm not saying that I'm better than Brad Gilbert or that you're better than Brad Gilbert. I'm just saying we are better at broadcasting with an active baby than Brad Gilbert is. Do you agree?
I would agree. So I think it's about 91 degrees right now.
Woof. Is it humid?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Ooh,
Yeah, I mean, I read a piece about how, all the tournaments, they, have their own weather stuff. In Paris, it's where there's the greatest variability, and that is particularly tough on the players. Everywhere else, you just know it's going to be hot. That's just the deal. You know it's going to rain in England. You know it's going to be hot in the U.S. and Australia, but you really could get anything at the French.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could. Yeah. Okay, break point for Wawrinka early in set 2. Makes the backhand return. Oh, it's inside out forehand cross court from Jong. Winner gets it done.
Borderline elder abuse to go behind Wawrinka like that on clay. Absolutely nasty. Very nasty. From Jong.
Probably is elder abuse.
Yep.
I mean, Wawrinka's 41 now, isn't he? Or is he still 40?
I think he's still 40. Wow, gosh. He's getting up there. Let's see.
How old are you, Zach?
I'm 34. I like
34.
Like the gap between well, I guess the gap between me and Wawrinka is a lot smaller than the gap between me and you, but still, 41.
Oh my god, that's nasty. Is he made the line on that?
If I play 2 days in a row, I'm pretty sore, and I'm 7 years younger than Stan Wawrinka.
That was a great point for Wawrinka. Unbelievable.
Another break point for the Swiss player. And you know it's Fergus. I will not be staying neutral in this match. I am straight up rooting for Wawrinka.
No, so am I. I want Stan to be around as long as possible.
In some ways, neutrality is the height of cowardice, and that's why it's important to pick a side. Do you agree?
Yeah. Is that why you hate this? Do you hate the Swiss?
I wouldn't say I hate the Swiss, although the whole neutral thing. Yeah. It's like praised, and I don't think that it should be.
Oh my god.
Like, are you a meat guy or a vegetarian? Actually, I'm neutral. How's that possible? You either are or you aren't.
This point's still going on, and I'm not really sure how. Oh, but Jong.
Wow.
Inside in forehand gets it done.
What a point there.
Wawrinka really stayed at the point for as long as possible.
Those are the kind of points that, like, even if Wawrinka wins the point, it takes a different kind of toll on him than it does on the Dutchman.
Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, you can't be neutral. You can't be neutral on food. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh no. Well, I mean, people are pescatarian, but that's just weird.
That's like fake neutral. It's like, no, you're on team meat. You're just like team meat with an asterisk.
Yeah, that is such a good way of putting it. I love that.
Yeah.
You're on team meat with an asterisk.
Yeah, let's see what De Jong does here. And if Wawrinka really attacks him the second serve, I think he might. Okay, he kind of goes safe up the middle. Ooh, some great points here, Fergus.
Oh, yeah, that's a big forehand from Stan.
The Stanimal, huge.
That's pretty big. At 40, he's still ripping it.
Just look at him, just sweating, hitting dingers.
Yeah, hitting absolute dingers at 40.
Is he still playing with the racket that's like 30 grams heavier than anybody else on tour?
I have no idea.
I mean, that was the thing about some of these old guys. Wawrinka and Nadal in particular, they just use a way, way heavier frame than the modern frame. And I think Wawrinka still does.
It wouldn't surprise me. He needs the extra kilos. Oh, tries to run around the second serve kicker into the body, can't deal with it. Jong escapes again. So back to Juice. Tough for Stan, but he's still in the game.
He's making the Jong work, you know, and I think that's
He
if
is.
he's able to apply pressure consistently. That alone is a pretty big win. Because in the first set, I can't believe that hit.
Yeah, I can't believe that hit either.
Oh my god! Oh, what a point!
That's an unbelievable return.
I cannot believe.
Oh, is he actually
off the line?
Oh my god!
Wow, no apologies to Jong either. That got a line assisted bounce. I think a little sorry would have been, dishonest but appropriate. I cannot believe that one slice stab return hit for Wawrinka.
Yeah, I can't believe that either. But Jong again gets it away with, not away with it, but he gets, he turns it around, makes it work.
He's moving so well.
Yeah, and the problem is that the longer Jong, neutralizes these hard games, the harder it then becomes for Stan.
Yes. On a hot day in particular. I just hope everybody's hydrating on the sidelines there. And I'm sure they are. They're professional athletes. But this is the kind of day where even a professional could cramp up.
Yeah, roasting hot day. I mean, they always change their shirts at the change of sets, but Jong is like dripping in sweat. There are some players that seem to sweat so much.
Tiafoe
sweats unbelievably. So does Shelton.
Yeah, Americans are sweaty boys. Like, I'm a sweater. Yet another time that I'm being compared to Shelton and Tiafoe, by the way. Very, very sweaty guys. Tien, not really the same caliber of sweater.
No, but I mean, you often get compared to Tiafoe and Shelton as well.
Yeah, their games resemble mine much more than Tien's as well.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I have no doubts that you're actually you're their quality, but you just have to back off just to stay humble.
Yeah, a lot of people call me 5'9" Shelton, actually.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. I was in the streets and somebody said it. Sorry, Archie is chatting here, so please, if you're in the chat and it's distracting, let me know and I'll mute myself while the little guy expresses some of his opinions. Oh wow! Look at what the producer just put in the chat. Fergus, conspiracy.
Wow,
Fergus.
What? That is crazy. No way Sinner gets the night match tomorrow. That is crazy. I can't believe that. That's almost like finding a fork in your kitchen. Just absolutely shocking.
You know how you get extra time on tests if you have ADHD or whatever?
Yeah.
Do you get the night match extra if you're a redhead? It feels like maybe that's all it is.
No, I believe you. No way. Oh my god, what is this point?
Wow, these points are silly. Wow.
Great point from Stan.
I
somehow gets away with it.
I can't believe Jong got that last ball. They are moving. I mean, Jong is moving so well, and Wawrinka is working the court. And welcome, Federico from New York City. Which borough are you watching from?
Wait, I'm trying to remember which state you're from, Zach. I know which state you're from.
The number one state for business, baby.
Which state are you? No, actually, which state are you from? I don't want to guess wrong.
The great state of North Carolina.
North Carolina.
I'm from the state of parental bliss, if you can't tell.
I'm sure.
Again, look at this. There's no way McEnroe could continue to talk tennis while this was happening.
Oh, no way.
He would be really cranky, but it's actually really fun.
McEnroe stops after some wind blows in the wrong direction. You have to remember. Okay, good hold from Stan.
I'm imagining him yelling at a baby. You cannot be serious.
Yeah.
You cannot be serious.
That's literally that's a spot on impression as well.
I would actually like to have all of the talking tennis community submit their McEnroe impressions. I did see some fellas with backpacks coming out on the court there. Is that supposed to bring more water, or is somebody taking the medical time?
No, I think Jesper's asked for the trainer. It's either the trainer, the doctor, or the physio, and he's pointing at it. Well, actually, it's not pointing at anything. He's just alliterating at the moment.
Yeah.
I like how the ice towels are covered in clay.
That's funny.
I think it's the doctor, because I think the doctor's wearing the suit, which is a crazy thing to be wearing in 33-degree heat, but good for him.
Yeah, it's especially when scrubs are an option, you know?
I don't even think it... Okay, he's having something done to his right foot. He's got some taping on the bottom of his right foot too.
Do you think they should call the ambulance?
That's terrible.
I don't know, man. Oh, what is that? Little tape on the bottom of the foot?
Yeah, maybe he's just having an issue with the sole of his foot. Someone's getting something.
Yeah, I mean, on days where it's this hot, the contents of your soul are oftentimes revealed.
Yeah, true, but he's putting his sock back on. I don't think there'll be a medical timeout here.
Is he basically just put it on their radar so they're ready for, for future changeovers, you think?
I thought the physio was holding the umbrella for a second there. But no, I think he's going to call time. No MTO needed. I think. Oh, he's just taking some painkillers, I think. Just a few painkillers for Jesper, I believe.
Fergus, I believe that I might have a diaper situation I need to go deal with here, so I'm gonna let you carry this for a few moments and be right back.
No worries. No worries. Okay, Jesper's up. He doesn't look like he has too many issues going on, to be honest. So just probably taking some painkillers just for maybe something with his foot. But he will serve at 1-2 in this second set. No MTO needed, but something to keep an eye on for the foreseeable future if this does go long. For Jong, no MTO though, medical timeout. Just needed a couple painkillers, it looked like, for his right foot. Yeah. Second serves. Stan drags the backhand on the third ball. Backhand hasn't fired yet. I would say Jong kind of just working him over. I wonder how much gas Stan has in the tank, seeing how hot it is. And he's had chances. Only been on court for an hour, just under. That return goes long from Wawrinka. Return position's interesting because he's standing quite far back. He's actually on the Lacoste sponsorship. The Lacoste sponsorship little blocks that stand in front of the line judges. Jong misses that first serve though. Stan will have a look at a second. Makes the backhand return. Forehand exchange. Oh, Jong opens up the court with runs around the forehand to an inside out cross quarter. Yeah, it's pretty big from Jong. It's 40 love. Second serve. Oh my word, he's absolutely ripped that forehand from so deep in the court off the back foot, and that is 2-all. That's absolutely huge from Jesper. Christ. As we're about to reach the hour mark. Yeah, Stan not going to get there. Tough for him. Hasn't really had those opportunities right at the start of the first set. But from there and before then, actually didn't really have too many looks at anything. Stan's serving at 2-all now. Good first serve and puts the smash away with ease. You can see Stan's forehead absolutely glistening with sweat. It's that hot. I just want to double check actually how hot it is in Paris because I guessed it was 33 because I thought that's what I saw. Stan misses the first. It's currently 34 degrees, so it's actually even hotter than 91 for the Americans listening. Stan goes inside in with the forehand. Good defensive forehand from Jong. Oof. Just missed long from Jong on the defensive stretch. Slapped forehand from Stan, and he forces the error from Jong. Forces the error. Just long off the first serve from Stan. Drop shot from Jong. Yeah, drop shot from Wawrinka, and Jong actually had to volley it from, well, drop shot from Jong, sorry. Wawrinka got there in plenty of time, put a slice cross court, and Jong actually had to volley it, try volley lob.
Wow.
But Wawrinka puts it away.
There's a fellow with short shorts in the top row there. And you know what? They're not called longs. They're not called longs, Fergus.
He's standing like he's trying to assert some authority.
Over the weather.
Yeah,
and you know it's not working. Yeah.
Over the match, looks like, yeah, it's even hotter than 91. It's 34 degrees. I think that's like, what, 93? Maybe.
Indeed. Hey, and if you're listening and you don't hate it, you really should press subscribe. Wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be a mitzvah? It'd be a good thing to do.
It would be.
Wawrinka kind of got away with one there.
Yeah,
a little
chance for the cross-court pass, but Jong fires into the net. So Wawrinka holds for 2-3 in this second set.
Fergus, how's your game these days? How are you hitting them? You playing well?
My game is just never better. Just never better.
Okay.
I'm absolutely crushing it these days.
What's firing for you right now?
My backhand cross-court pass. That's what's firing.
Okay, yeah, you don't hear that very often. If you have a good backhand cross-court pass, the rest of your game presumably is very, very good, as most players simply don't even attempt that shot.
Well, it's I like to challenge myself to find it all the time, and I think I find 6 out of 10 cross-court passes, I'd say.
Wow. Okay. I'm finding the kick serve to the backhand and serve and volley has been a winning pattern for me as of late. Because nobody expects an average height-ish guy to have a good serve and volley combo.
How tall are you? 5'10"?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. As in something like that, as in you're actually like 5'7" and you're just
all right. I'm like 5'8" and 3/4 probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you round up 5'10".
It was,
which is what I did when my now wife asked me before we met how tall I was.
You told her you were 5'10".
Yes. It had been a while since I've been measured. I couldn't say for sure. I do hear a crying baby.
When did you meet your wife?
In the pandemic. In the pandemic, very romantically. Let me go deal with this baby.
Yeah. So Jong will serve at 2-3. And he misses that first serve. Ball toss just a little low there, actually. Obviously, we don't know what's going on with that foot. I think it was just painkillers, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on if this match goes, we suddenly start thinking about 4 or 5 sets. Extended forehand rally. Stan goes down the line with the backhand. Goes cross with the backhand, gets a net cord. Stan goes up the line, and Jong finds the pass. Lovely. Great angle. Hell of an angle, actually. There's a guy with a neon Rafa Nadal cap. That really isn't a look that he got on sideways. I'm not sure about that. Great pass from Jong, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What a pass.
It's a great pass. It's a good rally.
The quality of tennis is pretty darn good here. Oh, that was a screw up on Jong. That was very slow. You could tell
he looked like he was going to go for the drive volley, and then it seemed to dip on him quite a lot, and he decided that he needed to wait for it, and then was like just nowhere.
That's a classic tennis lesson, which is that it's actually okay to make the wrong choice. What's not okay is to hesitate. If he just hit the drive volley, he would have had a real shot. Maybe he doesn't, but he hesitated.
You can't change your mind. Always goes wrong.
Indeed.
But that's a nice ace up the tee. It's a nice ace up the tee from Jong, 30-15.
Oh, and I've just gotten a text message from my mother to the family group chat. Something always a little bit menacing about a text message to the family group chat. It could be, look at this lovely day I'm having on my trip. It could be, this distant relative had a bad thing happen. You never know. You just never know with a family group chat.
You do really never know.
Every now and then, politics,
Yeah. Well, you guys have a lot of that going on right now.
Ooh, I mean, you guys just had the election, which I got to tell you, bodes
we had local elections, yeah. Jong holds.
Which, by the way, I think we are required to plug James from the Talking Tennis community, who was elected as a counselor.
Yeah, great plug for James there.
Good pick by the people of, I don't know, Stratford-on-Kent or some nonsense British place name.
I believe. I will double check for you now.
Stratford-on-Kent was a good poll, wasn't it? I don't know where that is.
That's not a place.
Are you sure? It sounds like a place.
It is not a place. No.
What are you gonna tell me next? That Hogwarts isn't a place?
Guildford was where James got elected councillor.
There's a Guildford about an hour away from where I live. I wonder if it's named after there.
It probably is. Nice backhand up the line from
nice.
Because you guys have a load of British names, because when we came and tried to colonize you, we just started naming every single place after.
Tried is an interesting. I think succeeded for a little bit.
Well, yeah, but we only succeeded because of the locals. So
Yeah.
Who
are the locals in this scenario, Fergus?
In this scenario, the Native Americans.
Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah. Wawrinka looking very, very good here.
Yeah, he's looking in control of this service game.
Yeah.
I think my shout of tiebreak is starting to look pretty okay.
They're starting to say clairvoyant Gavin in the streets of Stratford-on-Kent. This was a very, very good call.
I'd like to repeat that Stratford upon Kent is not a real place.
You said another place because it felt so real. That also
Stratford upon Avon is a real place, and Kent is a real place.
Stratford upon Avon is a real place.
It is.
Where does the upon come from in the naming?
Stratford upon Avon was where William Shakespeare was born.
Yeah, but like, why doesn't it Stratford or Avon? Or like, why isn't it the Stratford neighborhood of Avon? Like, why isn't Stratford upon Avon? I don't know.
Why is it called like, do you could say that about anything? Why is anything
Truth or Consequences, New Mexico? Well, it's because they think that you got to tell the truth. There are going to be consequences in that town in New Mexico.
Oh, has he made that?
I think he did. That's a
a
love 40 or down 40 love shot.
I'd say I can't be asked for this game anymore. I don't care if I land this winner or we go sit down. Yes, Stratford upon Avon is a place. Kent is also a place. They are not one place.
But I'm still confused by the naming of some of this. We'll come back to that though. This isn't talking British names. This is talking tennis after all.
Indeed, as De Jong nets off the return and Wawrinka goes 3-4 up.
Now, Fergus, when you're commentating with the baby, it's so key to burp the baby. Did you hear that? That was a really good burp.
That was.
You hear that?
I did.
Sorry, kind of, but also like I think that demonstrates the point.
It does.
It get the gas out of these little guys.
Demonstrates quite well.
They're just big gas machines, basically.
They are. I've just seen someone in the crowd with a jumper over their face. They can't actually be watching a lot of the tennis if they've got a jumper over their face.
That feels like maybe they got to send the medic in. Like their priorities have shifted. It's not that late in the day in Paris. It's like 3 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a lot of light, a lot of tennis left. That's what I want to call it a day.
Yeah. It's only like it'll be like the hottest it will be at like 4 o'clock, where like the sun is ever so slightly is past its peak, and you're slowly starting to just feel the humidity will be absolutely terrible at about 4 in the afternoon. I would not be looking forward to that. I mean, I thought it was hot when I went to Queens last year, and it was like, I think it was 29.
Yeah.
And I was sat in the stands, and it was absolutely roasting that day. Like standing up was a treat because you felt like, like at the change of ends, you always stand up. It was
There's sort of a point where tennis almost goes out the window weather-wise, and it's just pure fitness, endurance, and like and I think it's like right around that 33 range. Like your strokes just start to fall apart. You know, your footwork starts to fall apart. More so than normal.
Yeah. And I would love to see a slam final in 32-degree heat, but the problem is we had a slam final in 32-degree heat. It was a Carlos sweep because Yannick can't handle the heat because he's ginger. and the
ATP Tour knows it and is like, putting kid gloves on the guy about it. It's ridiculous at this point. Look, I'm sure you can make a semi-truthful economic case of, that drives up the prices of the night matches and that's like good or whatever. But the prize pool is fixed for the players. Yeah. So it's just, I can't make sense of it from like is this actually fair or good perspective? It's not.
No. And I've seen Yannick throw in maybe 2 bad games like in the last 3 months, as in 2 where he's completely not where it's been an absolute grind and someone's managed to secure a break, where Sinner went down love 40 and double faulted on love 40, right?
Yeah.
And that was when it was he was first on in Madrid. It was 10 a.m. Sinner literally he'd just woken up.
Do you think if it was 38 degrees C, do you think Lerner Tien beats Yannick Sinner?
Yeah. I think I think anyone up in the top 100 beats Sinner in over 35-degree heats in a 5-set match. While Wawrinka's going to have love 40 and going to have a look at 3 potentially set points.
Good for the Stanimal here. Also, De Jong's level has really dropped in set 2, and I think part of it is that, he was getting to everything that first set. His court coverage is unbelievable, and I think that he's probably understandably lost a step, and that means that Wawrinka's high leverage game is a little, the math works a little bit better for him here in set 2. And I think that should continue on into set 3, so let's see what Stan can do. Well, look at this. He's had 6 break point attempts, but hasn't converted a single one yet. Credit to De Jong for fending off some break points.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have a look at a second serve on his second break point opportunity.
Archie's locked in. He's dialed in. He's saying, I hope Stan gets it done.
Stan finds the cross court forehand for an exchange. De Jong has to hit the backhand. It was pretty neutral. Stan goes long. De Jong is a great player, Ashley. You are correct. I remember watching Dion Fonseca in Estoril. John knows which match I'm talking about. The producer, sorry, knows which. Okay, third and final chance. Well, not final chance. Third chance for Wawrinka to break.
I think that Estoril is known as your favorite player's favorite tournament, yes?
It is. Damien was there too. Second serve for Wawrinka. Okay. Makes the backhand cross-court return. Forehand from De Jong. Has to hit the backhand off the baseline from Wawrinka. Goes back into the backhand. Goes. Okay, Wawrinka breaks.
Oh, he's done it. He's done it. The crowd is going bananas.
The crowd involved. Yeah, here he is. Okay, Wawrinka will serve for set 2.
John is having way too much fun in the chat. And yes, we think that Potapova rolls joint today.
Oh, he's back. Oh, okay. He joined for 2 seconds.
So the sunscreen is so important in this weather. You wouldn't want joint to get burnt.
Also, ginger, so tough. Looks like she's gonna get burnt. I wonder what Stan's tattoo says on his arm.
Let's see. What language is it in for starters?
Oh, it's gonna be in French, probably.
Oui?
I don't think he's in the German. I don't think he's from the German part of Switzerland.
Maybe just says parlez-vous français.
I think it's a quote.
Parlez-vous français, Winston Churchill.
Okay.
Omelette du fromage, William Shakespeare.
This is so interesting for music. Did you learn English or French at the school?
We definitely learned English, or I think we learned English at least.
Do you call it American? Do you call it? Oh, I have American.
We do not call it American. They're very, now that's a controversial statement, though. We did learn a little bit of Latin where I went. Classical education and all that was not useful. They told us it was gonna be. That was a bold-faced lie. I'm not a doctor or a lawyer, and I was never gonna be one of those things. But we also learned Spanish. We learned Spanish from Spain, but almost everybody in the U.S. who speaks Spanish speaks it more in a Central and South American style, and there's pretty meaningful differences in the lingo.
Yeah, I'm sure that is, and that's quite a few languages to pick up on. So I'm quite impressed.
Oh, I'm monolingual, which a lot of people call being an American, by the way. But I sure wish that I had learned Spanish a little bit more. It's a beautiful language. It's a cool language, and it's a helpful one to know for getting around the globe, especially the Americas.
It means that you could have spoken, if you had interviewed Carlos, you could have spoken to him in his native language.
I actually am on Duolingo every day, just in case I get in an elevator with Carlos Alcaraz.
Just in case, because his English is just terrible as it is. So glad that you're taking that step for him. You're really doing him a favor there. Sliced forehand just drifts long from Wawrinka. 30-all, so stand 2 points away from taking this second set, but De Jong is 2 points away from breaking back, and suddenly my tiebreak theory doesn't look too far-fetched. Maybe it's Latin. It could be Latin, Mathieu, if you're still referring to Stan's tattoo, but we'll see. Stan up with the serve, finds it up the tee, and that return goes long from De Jong as he tries to block it. Okay, so set point for Wawrinka. He guarantees himself going 4 at least, at the very least. Wawrinka up with the serve, just goes long. Oh no, double fault from Stan. Okay, so Juice. Sinner learns via Babel. How do you know that? Or is he like a Babel ambassador or something like that? And like you've seen an advert. Misses the first serve. Okay, so De Jong in with a real shot now. Kick serve second from Stan. Down the middle, neutral rally. Stan switches to the backhand cross. Forehand cross is a great angle from Stan. Gonna go. Oh, the space was up the line, but he chose to go back in behind and pulls it. So from set point, De Jong now has break point. I mentioned it in a post-match interview in Madrid. Makes sense. Okay, so break point for De Jong. It's a fantastic serve out wide from Stan. Unreturnable. Back to Juice. Stan at Juice. Nets. First serve. Wonder how aggressive De Jong will be with this second serve return. Pretty aggressive. Forehand to forehand exchange cross court. De Jong nets unforced error and hands Wawrinka a second set point. Stan the man is the message from the crowd. This game closing in on 6 minutes as we're moving towards 90 minutes on court. Okay, Wawrinka with another set point. Serve up the tee, and De Jong can't return it. Stan waving to the crowd, bumps his fist as he takes the second set 6-3. And we are 1 set all. Great effort from Stan. Had opportunities to break early, didn't take them. De Jong then had a chance to break back late in the second, didn't take that either. So Stan gets over the line. They have so many different water bottles. It always... Yeah, can do. Producer.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of homepage, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join? and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid, but these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay.
Okay, so Jong serving first in the third set. Just under an hour and a half on the board. Jong fell apart's the wrong word. He definitely lost his way at the back end of that second set. That's not a good backhand up the line either. So possibly Jong may be wilting in the heat a little bit. Remember, he had that foot issue where he took some painkillers, it looked like, for that. So maybe something to keep an eye on. Hello.
Wow. I walk away for like 2 minutes, and what happens? Stan Wawrinka goes out and wins a whole set.
He does indeed. You said he wouldn't even win a set.
I asked whether he would win a set. And I asked, and he answered. Jake Davies is funny, yeah. Oh, and hey, it's just me. Jake Davies, you were funny. The night session thing is absurd. Let's see how De Jong does here. We've lost Fergus for now. The return of Fergus. Oh,
I'm back. Sorry.
Tales of his demise were false. Fergus has returned.
I don't know what happened. Basically, for half a second, you went, and then I just lost you. And then now I'm back. It's okay.
Most coherent thing that you're going to hear me say all day.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you say your kicker into the backhand's your best part of your game, so, and I know that's got to be a lie. So.
Oh no, we got to get on the courts, Fergus. I'm actually in decent form at the moment.
I'm sure you are.
When you do Gavin Goes America-ing this summer, we'll have to make it happen.
I mean, I would love to come to America. Unfortunately, I don't think I will due to your current political climate.
I have good news for you. I don't think that you are who is getting targeted. I have bad news for you, though. Yeah, it's a little icky over here at the moment.
Yeah, I I know that I'm not the one being targeted because Donald doesn't know me personally.
Your name is not. There's no Fergus is not written on a whiteboard at the FBI, and Cash Patel's not circling it as of yet.
Well, I mean, he might be, but not that I know of.
Can't confirm that.
I can't confirm or deny, mainly for political reasons. Again.
Yep.
You know.
Oh, look at that! By the way, we've got the linesman making the call. I actually love that they're not using.
Oh yeah, it's so much
Hawkeye.
Better. It's so much better.
Look, it's a variable. It's part of the game, right?
Yeah, it's literally part of the game, especially on clay. I think I'm happy, hardcore and grass that we use Hawkeye, whatever, an electronic line calling. I think, however, we should go hardcore and grass courts should have clay courts should have line judges, and because the whole point, like one of the main bonuses of the surface is that you can always tell whether the ball is in or out. Like it's one of the main things about the surface that we like, as Wawrinka gets a shot at break point.
I actually think on grass they should also not have it. I think if you're gonna have one tournament where they're wearing the all whites, if they're going, back into the past, like do it all the way. Like have the human error, all that stuff.
Stan finds a good return, backhand deep into the forehand corner. Stan goes cross, De Jong up the line, sliced from Wawrinka, drop shot from De Jong, which gets away with it. Stan isn't the quickest up to the drop shots anymore.
Sure, OG5 wants to know who will win, and the answer, I think it's gonna be Wawrinka. He just knows what to do in 5 sets, and De Jong, I don't know that he's, I don't think that he was looking to go 5 here, and we're 2/5 of the way there.
I don't know De Jong's 5-set record. I remember he took a set off Carlos 2 years ago. And I remember that he beat Draper actually here 2 years ago.
Oh, nice for him by De Jong there.
Very nice forehand. I think he's. I'll pull up his tennis abstract to be a whole lot easier than me just guessing.
And while you do that, I'm actually going to rearrange my chords here for a second.
You go for it. Who do I think's going to win? I want it to be Wawrinka, but I think it's going to be De Jong. I kind of just think if we go... I think this kind of screams 5. Ooh, nice forehand from...
Yeah. Wawrinka's looking good, though.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think he's playing a style that holds up over 5. Like you don't see him emptying the gas on that many points. I think that he's just aware of what he's got.
True. I agree. Okay.
Can you hear the faint noises of my son wailing in the background? He's hanging out with his mom?
I cannot.
That's great. That's great. Again, another thing that I think that many tennis commentators would struggle with is a wailing, sleepy baby
child in the background.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. But for me, no big deal. No big deal.
No big deal whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay, so De Jong's only ever played 4-5 sets, like actually gone 5 sets 4 times in his career.
Damiardi, there is no winner as of yet. It is 1 set apiece. We are operating the theory that this could very well be a best of 5. It's been pretty darn close. I don't want to use the dreaded C word, but it's been quite competitive.
Wow. De Jong holds after fending off a break point at the start of set 3.
De Jong's got the tape on his leg. He's got the tape on the bottom of his foot. He is chugging some sports drink there.
I like how they all have like 4 different bottles and none of them are full. They all have like this much water in them and they're all slightly different. It's like one of them's like electrolytes, one of them's like just water, one of them's like they all have a slightly different purpose, so they all have to be taken at a slightly different amount of time. And
I convinced that it makes any difference. I think just like a normal water drop or liquid IV, probably every bit as good as whatever weird stuff they're up to with their box. I love it when like the box will like make a weird concoction in their backpack to hide from everybody else what the proprietary blend of sports beverage stuff is, and then bring it out. But it's just like it's all just some version of Gatorade.
Oh yeah. It's all some version of a non-caffeinated, energy efficient drink.
How wild would it be if one of them was just a Four Loko?
I assume that's a alcoholic drink.
It's a mix. It's an alcoholic and caffeine drink that is known for its bad taste and high degree of potency.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, we have something. Like
when I was in university, they were quite popular because for $2.29, you could buy one of these things, tall boy, and get absolutely ripped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. We have something over here called Dragon Soup, which is kind of the equivalent.
Dragon Soup. That is a great name for a crappy adult beverage.
Is he made that? No,
it's
just
it's lied. That was a targeting issue. That I don't know why. I mean, unless Jong is really starting to feel the heat, he just should not be the one to go that early in a point. He should let Wawrinka.
No, he needs to grind, stand down, but I don't know.
Interesting question from Matthew D'Souza. Is it true that in very hot weather, it's unwise for a player to go off court during a match and have a cold shower? I just don't know if they have the time for that. Because you have 5 minutes.
Some players do. Some players do.
But like, do they have? So like they sprint to the locker room, take a minute and a half rinse, dry off, reclothe, and come back.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's not like they're gonna they'll dry off and they walk out and they dry in like 2 minutes, right?
I mean, I wonder if the issue is that when your body goes from whatever the heat it's at, surface temperature to cold shower, like if the energy it takes to cool you down and then go back up is significant enough that it causes issues.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 2 break points here for De Jong. Soft J.
I do think it's the whole point of it's the whole shocking your body system kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Nice serve.
Unbelievable return.
Wow.
De Jong breaks at the start of set 3. Sorry.
It was not world-class recovery from Wawrinka after the serve, but I think that he hit a good enough one he didn't think he'd need to. We have an absent producer for 25 minutes. That means we can say the naughty words.
Yep, that does. Means that we can call him John Silk as much as we want for a whole 25 minutes.
Wow.
I know.
Huge.
But yeah, Dragon Soup is basically just like Monster.
With booze.
With booze, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, there's this thing called a buzz ball.
Oh yeah, I know buzz. Yeah.
Those look awful. Those look really bad.
I can confirm that they're terrible, but they will get you drunk.
And that's Big J journalism.
That's my job right there.
Yep. I think
my job is literally to tell you guys that they are terrible, but they will get you drunk.
Now, Fergus, they say that it's not a break until you hold here. So the break don't believe your lying eyes, has not happened yet. Let's see. Oh, that's tough.
I'm actually convinced De Jong could drop shot every point for the next 45 minutes and win 90% of them.
Yeah, I got to tell you, because I'm looking at his drop shots, and it's not like it ain't Alcaraz out there, right?
No,
they're okay.
They're not terrible, but they're not great.
Right. Like, I don't know. Of the top 100, 75 plus are getting there with time and attacking, but that's not where Wawrinka's at in his life and career yet, and there's no shame in that. And
there is zero shame in that.
I mean, look. So I look at where Wawrinka is right now. It's like if he kicks it way out wide, and then goes drop shot cross court, I don't see how he can get there consistently. I mean, so when you talk about winning patterns, you're right. Push him back, push him wide, drop it to the other side, and tire him out over and over and over again. That's been one of the things that's been really fun about Alcaraz. I think we've seen the drop shot in tennis more, but especially on clay, where it sort of forces players to get a little bit more forward, ups the action a touch.
Yeah.
Like this is the time. Like that was a perfect dropper opportunity after pushing wide
that?
there. No, I think it was just a bit wide.
Okay, Wawrinka in with a shot. I guess of breaking straight back. You did say it's not a hold until you consolidate.
Yep. Indeed. A lot of floppy hats in the audience. A hot weather tennis watching staple. A lot of floppy hats.
Floppy hats is, I mean, no. Are you talking about like the wicker? The wicker.
Yeah.
No, that's
not
not
a dumb
floppy.
Sunglasses on the fellas as well.
That's not a floppy hat. Floppy hat's like a proper, like wide rimmed.
Hold on. There's plenty of those. The wicker are phase 2 colds. I'm watching on HBO Max /TNT Sports in the States, but it's my understanding with a VPN you can be anywhere in the world, including places where they have the matches available for free.
Wow.
So I hear.
That was a hell of an advert right there. I am okay.
What a point.
2 break points.
2 more break points. In phase 2 colds, yes, you do have to pay for both a VPN and HBO Max if you are watching in the States. You maybe have through your cable, maybe you have it, maybe through one of your streaming services. It is not on Tennis Channel. I think it's great, by the way, that Tennis Channel doesn't get all the coverage, all the tennis.
Yeah, I agree.
No notes. Love it that it's that way. I like having to get 4 or 5 streaming services. I don't want things to be easy.
So true. It's just so, I love it when they're just like, you know what, guys, let's put it on 17 different channels and 4 different subscriptions that all cost £7,200.
Yep. And let's ping pong back and forth between commentators that are like completely different, some of whom I like and others who I absolutely despise listening to. Oh, better be lucky than good. Let's go for the big man.
Net cord helps him out.
Fergus, on a scale of 1 to 10, I saw Wawrinka. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry." How sorry exactly do you think he is right now? 0. It's a 0,
sorry.
I believe.
He's that sorry.
Wow.
No one's ever apologized and actually been sorry. If you think that you have been, then you're lying to yourself.
I actually would like that to go away. I hate that tradition. It's so dumb. I have started doing cartoonish fist pumps when it happens to me on the courts, just to one man normalize that. Like, you're not sorry. Why are we pretending? Get excited. It's okay. Some good luck things happen to everybody sometimes.
Yeah, true.
Brother, baby Archie is on one today.
It seems like he's not very happy. If it makes you feel any better, I can't hear him.
He's teething, and it does not look fun. It doesn't look fun. He also has, this is like a normal thing in like a child development. They have a stranger danger phase where they realize, oh, you're my adult and I want you near me all the time. Yeah. And so like one of the things I was doing in the living room, I had him like set up his little toys in a little play area. And if I was within 2 steps of him, he was like happy, smiley. As soon as I got to step 3 away, I would just holler.
Yeah. It's not great.
You know, though, it's all part of the healthy, normal development.
It is all part of the normal, healthy development. You are very true.
I'm looking at Paris. Pretty low.
I know it's beautiful, isn't it? Is that an American football pitch over there?
It does appear to be.
No, that's
maybe rugby. It's probably rugby.
It's a rugby.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because I'd never seen that many markings on a rugby pitch, but I was like, no, it is. I was about to say, there's absolutely no way that you're got an American football pitch.
I mean, look, the NFL is working very hard to attract European fans right now.
Yeah,
you know, maybe it'll happen.
It's not going to work for me. Sorry. Hodar did drop just 5 games in 3 sets versus Kovacevic.
Yeah.
Mickelson beat Shevchenko in straights. Berrettini got past Fuchsovic in 4. Spizzeri, Tiafoe is a settle 2-all in the 3rd. Nakashima's 2 sets up against Bautista Agut. Atman took the first set against Kokkinakis. Good to have Kokkinakis back, but it seems like forever since we've seen him on a tennis court.
What happened? What was his injury?
I think he had a thigh problem.
Oh.
Or maybe, actually, no, it was shoulder. I remember because they were playing doubles with Kyrgios in Australia, and his shoulder was just
the shoulder, the thigh of the upper body, as I call it.
Yeah, thanks for saving me there.
Sure.
Navoni Brooksby's 3-all in the first. Bondar's just taken the first set against Svitolina. Wow.
Oh, wow. That's a big surprise.
Svitolina is 3-1 up in the second, but Bondar has love 30. Potapov is 3-1 up against Joint. Lee's just beat Marchenko, and Mertens just beat Maria with a bagel.
Ash is in a very interesting match against Galbus. Looking like he's going to win in 3 there. Or sorry, win in 4 there.
Yeah.
Apologies. Michelson against a very tricky player in Shevchenko. I think the LVP of the day is Lehechka.
Oh yeah.
That's a really disappointing result.
That's a terrible result.
Can I be real?
What?
The Hugo Gaston Gael Monfils match is absolute appointment viewing for me today. That is going to be the most raucous, fun match, and boy oh boy do I hope it goes 5.
Oh, it will go 5. I guarantee you it will go 5 just for a laugh. Like Wawrinka, not Wawrinka. Monfils will be 2 sets up and then he'll disappear for 2 sets just so he can stay out on court for 3.5 hours and then bagel him in the 5th.
Oh man, and that's on Philippe Chatrier. That is a match for the fans. That is a deep cut of French tennis at this point.
That is. I fear De Jong is about to break again.
Love 40.
I was about. And oh my god. Wait, what?
Oh, he missed it?
No, I think it was in and De Jong stopped it and then realized it was in. Yeah, he did.
Oh, wow.
I think De Jong stopped the point and then realized it was in and went, oh.
Gee, Will, that's why every coach ever will say, if you got an umpire, just keep playing until they tell you to stop.
Mm-hmm. Always.
My coach used to call that a mental error.
But seeing university tennis, you call those out and you walk away and you don't look at them.
And then your opponent goes, "Are you sure about that?" You go, "Oh yeah, no doubt. At least 8 inches."
I'm so sure.
Yeah, total
I'm
confidence.
I'm not even gonna go look at the mark. I'm that sure I'm not even gonna go look at the mark. Because why would you? De Jong breaks again.
Wow!
3-1.
Wow! 3-1. Sorry, did they play that point over again?
Yeah, maybe it wasn't he called out. Maybe it was called out and then it was actually in, so they have to replay the point.
Yes, I think that's about right.
Yep. No, that happens all the time in university tennis. You call it out, you know it's clipped the line, but you call it out anyway. The line is out unless it's dead on the line.
In the same way that I really enjoy Wawrinka's kit, I gotta tell you, Asics, which is an excellent product. I think they make the best shoes in tennis. They really mailed it in with poor De Jong over there. That is a boring kit.
Yeah.
That is like I'm a decent middle school player kit. Like just rizless, utterly rizless.
Yeah.
No interesting design whatsoever. Just the most muted color palette. I don't want to say it makes me sick.
You're going to say it makes you sick?
It literally makes me sick. It makes me feel ill to look at that kit.
Wow.
Because somebody got paid a lot of money for that. Somebody got paid, a bunch of somebody's, in fact, got paid a bunch of money for this. And they should look in the mirror and feel shame about that.
Well, I think actually that's not like how it works. I think it's that certain players have kits so they have to wear every match.
Yes. Good
forehand from Wawrinka. I know Carlos and Yannick both do. So does Novak, pretty sure. And like certain players do. But I think other players, because I followed Darius Seville on and she does a lot of like just telling you how it is.
Yeah.
They get like a selection of things, and then they just mismatch for like whatever they want to wear that day.
So basically, he got to pick a bunch of different shirts and short combos, and that's the one that he picked.
I believe for some brands that is the case.
Ugh.
But
Man.
I think I'm gonna say De Jong's more concerned about winning than how he looks.
I mean, I know he's not concerned about that. That could not be more clear.
Because, especially if you look at someone like Medvedev, Medvedev can't care about how he looks on a tennis court, right? Because Medvedev's arguably the ugliest player of the 21st century. not face
arguably.
Not face-wise.
Yeah.
As in game-wise. And I respect Medvedev 100% because I look like Medvedev when I play.
Do we think it's time for Medvedev to shave his head? Speaking of, I think it's time to let it go. It's okay. It's all right.
No, he's fine. Medvedev, when he cuts his hair really short, just reminds me of 21 Medvedev. Oh my god, that's so good.
Wow, the jumping backhand dropper.
Oof, that was so good. That was silky.
That was John Silky.
That was John Silky indeed.
He's really in control of set 2 here. After that is. Oh God, I'm sure the coach in his box is just like, I can't believe that worked. I wish that didn't work. It was so dumb.
Yeah, honestly, he wishes it doesn't work, but like De Jong, I'm surprised like De Jong doesn't even let out a wry smile there.
Indeed.
You've got to enjoy it whilst you're there.
Indeed.
Oh my.
We have a holiday here today, so I just need to do a quick calendar check. Let's see what
you have a holiday. As in, is it bank holiday?
It is. It is indeed.
It's bank holiday here too.
Nice. Oh, what's your bank holiday?
Pass. I have no idea. It's just a bank holiday.
It's Memorial Day in the U.S.
Is it really hot in the U.S. today?
It's actually kind of like it's not crazy hot. It's very muggy. There are thunderstorms up and down the East Coast though.
Oh, okay.
It was all a dream. He's got tattooed in little letters on him. Let's see if Wawrinka can get back on track. I mean, look, I think that at this stage in Stan's career, realistically, he's probably saving his energy for set 4. You know, if an opportunity presents, I'm sure he'll take it and go for it. But I can't imagine he's going to empty the tank now.
No, I would assume so. It's currently 33 in my hometown right now.
Woof.
Or home village, actually. Sorry, not town.
Stratford upon Kent?
Nope. And I'm not going to tell you where I live because Ghosty will find me somehow. Or,
the whole kids, and look, I won't say where I live. It blows my mind. Nobody's coming. Nobody's showing up. Nobody's going to be weird. You can put your home address in the chat and nothing will happen.
No,
and a lot of people are saying you should.
I know no one will come, but on the off chance that Ghosty fancies a trip to the UK, I do not want that man showing up at my door.
I live on Eastway Avenue in Durham, North Carolina, zip code 27703.
Wow,
that's courage.
I'll be there tomorrow.
I hope random tennis fans from across the globe just start showing up at my house.
That'd be
during business hours. And I like my beauty sleep.
What if they show up at 3 a.m. and wake up your crying child?
Oh, well, we have a dog. I probably got to deal with my dog at that point.
What dog do you have?
We've got a bulldog who most of the time is very, very docile, but when her sleep gets disturbed, ooh, buddy, I wouldn't want to be on the other end of that dog.
How big is he? Like
she so kind of a weird one. So we got her as a rescue, and I think it was like a kind of sketchy breeder that had been like doing stuff. And so she's like a 31-pound English bulldog, which is very, very small. Yeah, and the rescue mission, they thought that the breeder was trying to create micro bulldogs. So like further messing with their already great forehand there from Wawrinka cross court. So they were trying to create mini bulldogs, and that would like further mess with bulldogs, which have already been messed with for centuries. But she's been very healthy for 5 years.
Okay. Well,
beforehand. The angle, the spin, that is vintage Stan right there.
It is vintage Stan, you are correct.
I look at his service motion, and it's so simple and so clean. It's one that I think a lot of players at the lower, who are not professionals, they could take lessons from that serve. That no one, if you're a rec player, you're not gonna have a serve like Wawrinka, even this version of him. But the cleanness, the simplicity, that is something to aspire to.
I think the serve is one of the last things that you lose.
Yeah.
As a player.
If you can protect your shoulder health, absolutely.
Yeah. And I think it's all about the action for protecting your shoulder health. If you have a clean action, one of the cleanest actions of all time in Kyrgios. Kyrgios has an unbelievably clean service motion.
Yep. So compact.
And he's never had I don't think he's ever had a problem with his shoulder. He's obviously just very injury prone.
Have we seen the last of Kyrgios on tour?
No, he's playing in Mallorca and in Halle.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just kind of ready to be done with him. Like, I don't really want to pretend like he's a good commentator because I actually really don't find him to be particularly interesting or good.
No, neither do I.
I'm tired of waiting for him to figure it out as a player. It never happened for him, and it's never gonna. Just his career is a story of wasted potential.
Yep.
And it's a bummer because when he was young, it was like, well, hopefully he'll figure it out. But as he just became the worst version of himself as he got older, oh, I wasn't really trying. Oh, well, I was injured, so it doesn't count. It's like, dude, like, you're 30 now. Like, behave like an adult. Like, have some humility, have some grace.
It's a bit ridiculous. I think,
yeah,
all this like, oh, I couldn't really care about this match. It's a bit ridiculous.
I hate that.
Absolutely terrible. Like, what do you mean?
At one point, when he was a little more introspective, it's like, oh, I have a hard time with the pressure. I want blah blah blah. That I respect. Trying and not being able to deal with it is admirable. Pretending like he doesn't care when clearly he does, as like a way of coping with his anxiety, to me is just embarrassing. And it sets a bad example for the kids. And like, look, he doesn't have to be a role model, but he has the opportunity to be one. And for him to sort of spit in the face that, I think is really gross.
Yeah, agreed.
And again, it's different when a player is 30 versus when they're 22. Because when somebody's brain is not done developing, you can hold it against them, sure, but be honest with yourself. That's a lot of power, a lot of pressure on a youngster there. He's not young anymore.
No. And the whole we used to go to the pub after matches and then play the next day. And he used to, it's like when he would win the next day after being in the pub, he'd be like, well, what's the problem? I won. It's still not a good representation of the sport whatsoever.
Even beyond that, it's disrespectful to the people around him who care about him, who are putting their lives and their dreams in the line to help him and support him. And to me, it's like, he doesn't care about the fans. He doesn't have to. He doesn't care about his opponent. He doesn't have to. But he also doesn't care about the people closest to him. He treats them badly by his own actions and behavior, whether he knows it or admits it or not. Oh, they were there with me. Yeah, man, but they would rather be in bed at the hotel making good choices so you can maximize your potential, or at least a little closer to it. Great ball by Wawrinka.
Absolutely.
Trying to get back on track here to go to 2-4. He's not a good... The thing that drives me nuts is, he's such a fresh... a breath of fresh air as a commentator. Like, no, he's not. He's just he's a less good version of young McEnroe. He's a less qualified version of young McEnroe. And he'll throw in an edgy remark or two or some Gen Z buzzword, but he doesn't actually have great insights to any of this stuff.
He also...
Oh, when I beat Djokovic. Yeah, all right, man. Fine.
Well, I'm going to say two things. First of all, that was a terrible Australian accent. Second of all...
how does it sound again?
I'm not going to go there. Also, he leans on his form versus the big three so much. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's super impressive that you've, I think does he have a winning record versus Fed? I think it was 2-1.
I think he does. It might be all right.
Maybe. Hold on, let me get this. I think he has a 2-1 record versus.
He's 2-1 versus Djokovic, 3-6 versus Nadal, 1-6 versus Federer.
So he only beat Federer once.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's got to win against all three of them, though. You know.
True. That 1-6 wasn't it in Madrid?
Yep.
Yeah, and then you say 3-6 versus Nadal.
Yep.
Is one of them a walkover in Wimbledon?
I think that counts. Yeah.
Okay, and then
wait, no. Against Nadal, I think those are all legit wins. 2014, 20 in Wimbledon, 2019 in Acapulco, 2019 in Cincinnati.
Okay, that was also.
It's such a bump. I still get like, and Jong serving at 15 love here. I still find myself frustrated because I wanted him to figure it out so bad. Because it is relatable to be a young guy not making good choices, and who like Agassi famously was a young guy, world of talent, not making good choices, and then he did figure it out, and it made him really lovable and relatable and easy to root for, and that could have been Kyrgios, and he just decided to stay a dick the whole time, and he did, and he is, and like, you know, all of his like posting stuff, like, oh, you know, I just do it for the content. I just do it for the engagement. What's the big deal? Like, he's just like, he just refuses to take accountability at every facet of his life. And, you know, one day, presumably, he will realize the opportunities that he's wasted, and he'll be the one who has to live with that.
Yep. I mean, we'll never know whether he would have beaten Nadal at Wimbledon in 2021. You know, he obviously made the final at Wimbledon, but we won't know whether he would have beaten Nadal. Maybe he would, but, you know, he leans on that. You know, he always has that in his back pocket to use, that, you know, the Wimbledon final.
Yep.
And he took the first set versus Djokovic, I guess. And
he's had a less relevant career than Mark Philippoussis, and his ceiling was a little bit higher than that. Also, Wimbledon finalist. People forget about Mark Philippoussis, not me.
Yeah. I mean, lots of people have been Wimbledon finalists. Jong made that.
Who's the worst Wimbledon finalist of all time?
Worst Wimbledon finalist of all time? I only know, like, back to.
Why don't we do since, like, I don't know, since 2005, the year of your birth?
Since 2005. So obviously last year, Sinner and Alcaraz. Then it was Djokovic, Alcaraz for 2 years. Then it was 2022 was.
I mean, is Kevin Anderson the answer, or is it Berrettini? No, because I mean,
Berrettini arguably maybe.
I think that Berrettini, although I mean, him and Kyrgios, who's had the better career, Berrettini or Kyrgios?
You kind of.
I think
Berrettini.
Berrettini.
Yeah, if you're going off titles, it has to be Berrettini.
So Kyrgios peaked at 13. Berrettini peaked at 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah.
Berrettini has 2 Queens titles, has, you know, I think, what is it, like 6 clay titles, and then neither of them have a Masters. Both of them have just one. One Wimbledon final, but then like.
But so, I mean, Berrettini's been in the semis in Australia, the quarters in France, finals in Wimbledon, semis in the U.S. Open. That's not nothing. And then Kyrgios, he's been in the quarters in Australia and the U.S. Open, but no other semis. I guess he did. I mean, Kyrgios won a Grand Slam doubles match.
True. But no, I think it's probably Berrettini, because between 2005 and 2020, it was usually contested between Fed, Nadal, Djokovic, and then Murray twice. And yeah, I think it's probably Kyrgios is probably the worst Wimbledon finalist since Well, I
Yeah.
can't say since.
Look, he's no Kevin Anderson. He's no Kevin Anderson.
I mean,
Philippoussis in 03, I feel like, is pretty up there. Although, no, Philippoussis made a U.S. Open final as well.
Yeah, I think Philippoussis was a good player.
Philippoussis was top 50 as a 19-year-old. Like, yeah.
All of these guys, bearing in mind, let's talk about like relativity. All of these guys are unbelievable players.
Yes,
because,
yes.
You know, I could not make the Wimbledon final, and neither could Zach.
Not at this point in my career. You're right.
Archie could maybe in time.
Yep.
But not right now. Neither could John.
Looking at the list of Wimbledon finalists, Cedric Pioline, former world number 5.
Was that like 80s?
97.
Wow.
He also made a U.S. Open final in 93.
Do you know, I've got a question for you. Do you know who the only man to be world number 1 without a slam was?
Oh, I believe it was the Chilean Marcelo Rios.
It was indeed.
Let's go. Producer John jumping in to let us know that he's back and that he knows Marcelo Rios. Marcelo Rios had a crazy career.
He did. I only know it was Rios because, well, obviously it's too easy for you, producer. You told me that answer. So.
Would you call Marcelo Rios the Dinara Safina of the ATP Tour?
Potentially.
Not beating the allegations.
Oh, no, Rios was the last, wasn't he? To be world number 1 with no slam.
Oh, big.
Oh, big forehand.
Big forehand. That inside out falling back. That's a good looking forehand.
That is. I'm gonna have to change location potentially in the after this set.
All good. Oh, Marcelo Rios is the Pliskova of the tour.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Okay. All right. That's a take.
Pliskova got dumped out in Q round 2 this year. Roland. I felt bad for Mukova. Oh no, Krejcikova. Sorry, not Mukova. Krejcikova.
That's a tough round 1 loss for
that is especially with how well Baptiste has been playing.
Yeah, that's just bad luck. Luck of the draw.
Very much luck of the draw. Oh,
that hit. Yeah,
He hits it. Okay, so Dion will serve for set 3 at 5-3.
I mean, if Wawrinka, I look, he's hung in there. I think that he's going to empty the tank a little bit if he gets a shot here. There's a youngster there in the crowd that looks an awful lot like French Timothée Chalamet in the pink number 3 jersey there.
Timothée Chalamet.
Yep.
Timothée Chalamet. Are you a Timothée Chalamet fan?
I don't think he can act. I mean, he seems like a entertaining young guy, but like, you know what he was really good in actually? Literally nothing. Not a single thing. He's just being Timothée Chalamet in all of his stuff.
Wow, that's
what was the one where he was like the king? Terrible movie. Awful.
Which one? As in the one that's actually called The King?
Yeah, that one. He like not good.
What else have you watched that has Timothée Chalamet in?
Homeland season 2, I believe. He's the vice president's son in that. Not good at all. Bob Dylan, unconvincing. It's very much Timothée Chalamet playing Bob. At no point in time where I was like, oh, Bob Dylan. It's like, oh, Timothée Chalamet. Whole time. Marty Supreme was fine. I think it would have been a great movie with any number of other actors. Would have been fine if it was it's just like I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, De Jong up 30 love here, absolutely cruising. Let's see if Wawrinka goes for something to try and change momentum.
Yeah. Okay, that was a hot take, Zach. You're disagreeing with quite a big chunk of the population of
nobody's like, oh, Timothée Chalamet is actually that good. They just kind of like him. And he seems likable.
I also don't think that's the case.
I mean, like what? We think he's in the same category as like Leo? Like, no. We think, I mean, he's not. Call Me by Your Name. Army Hammer was outacted him. The one where he gets addicted to meth with Steve Carell, like that was about Steve Carell. You know, he just was like skinny and on drugs. Not that hard of a role for him to play.
Watched that?
Call Me by Your Name.
No, beautiful. Was it Beautiful Boy?
I'm gonna be real. I watched like 6 minutes of that, and it was such a bummer. I was like, I'm good. I don't need this.
Yeah, I
good.
think you probably need to actually watch the film before you comment on it.
Not to have a take. That's the beauty of the modern entertainment economy.
No,
you can just say stuff. You can just say anything.
I don't think that's true. That's like me saying, if you're talking about entertainment, I could watch 5 minutes of Jesper de Jong and say he's like top 5 in the world just for a laugh.
That's a great take. That's a take that will spawn takes.
That's not a take that will spawn takes.
Fergus Gavin says Jesper de Jong is a top 5 talent. You heard it here first on Talking Tennis.
That's definitely not what I mean. I said those words. You definitely took that out of context, and I did not mean that.
Let's put them in context. Why do you think that?
Well, hold on. Let's see if he closes out this third set. Yeah,
I think that hit there. Yeah.
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 It hit as Wawrinka's having a nice little chummy chat with the umpire.
He's like, let me make it easy. It hit. You can go back to your chair. It's hot.
Let me sit down, umpire. Let me sit down.
Look at the pile of towels next to Wawrinka here.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Okay. De Jong takes set 3, 6-3. After 2 hours and 10 minutes, I'm going to change locations. I'll see you in a minute.
I think Timothée Chalamet doesn't know what he's doing.
That was absolutely terrible.
Catch you later, King. Oh, all right. It's just us, Talking Tennis fans, Talking Tennis community, Talking Tennis squad, subscribers and non-subscribers. Getting a commercial right now for an Infiniti. And I gotta tell you, it's a good-looking car, but they got all these screens in them, and you shouldn't trust that. And I know we're here to talk tennis, not talk car screen stuff, but the fact that they're charging subscriptions to like get your Bluetooth is absurd. Craig Robinson, also in the commercial right now from The Office, that is a Zep-bound face or a Ozempic face. Look at that dude. He is trimmed up at a pretty crazy clip. And you know what? Maybe he just made some dietary changes. Maybe it's in the gym a little bit more, maybe a mix of both. But, you know, all these celebrities that just like skinny up, we know it's happening. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There's not. But I do wish there's a little bit more transparency, a little bit more openness about it. Shout out to Serena Williams for letting the people know. I get ads for her all the time on row.co to see Serena's journey. Maybe will lead to a comeback if we're lucky. Venus still out there doing it. What character did he play in The Office? He was one of the warehouse guys who also goes to start the company with Jim in the later seasons. Or Jim starts the company, then he hires Craig Robinson. Actually, really important thing to note, Jim from The Office, horrible monster. Villain of the whole show. He's a bully. And you know what? I don't think he's a very good husband to Pam at all. And I think she should have cheated on him with Harry Crane from Mad Men when she's at art school. Some Office takes. Matthew D'Souza, give us in the chat a nice Office take. Let's see what you got there. I actually think it's better without Steve Carell. That's my actual craziest Office take as we're about to get started on set number 4 here. 6-3, 3-6, 6-3. Noticing a trend. Let's see if it continues. If my name was Jesper de Jong, my alter ego would be Jesper de Jong. And that's just what I do. They're watering the courts. Look at that. Just hosing them down. Oh, and they get the crowd saying, give us a spray. Give us a squirt in the audience here. Let us get some of that liquid. Yes, Matthew, I do think it's better without Steve Carell. I like the ensemble cast nature of it. I feel like Steve Carell kind of eats up too much of the time. I think it's legitimately a better show without him. And I think that any show would be a better show without Ricky Gervais, who is not funny. Every single thing I watch of his, I feel like I'm just getting lectured by a tedious middle-aged man. Even when he was young, it felt like that. Steve Carell didn't feel like that. I think he's very, very good. I just like the dynamics with Robert California, with Idris Elba. I'm aware of the effect that I have on women. That's an all-time line from Idris Elba. And also, I'm sure that he is. And Fergus is returning. Fergus, are you familiar with the American television show The Office?
I can't hear you.
Fergus, are you familiar with the American television show The Office? He can't hear me. That's a little bit of bait because I'm aware that first.
Hello.
Fergus, are you aware of the American television comedy series The Office?
Yes, I am.
We were just dropping some takes in there, and I posited that it's better without Steve Carell. Discuss.
You're positive that it's better without Steve Carell?
Yes, in the latter seasons.
I don't hate the take, but I don't think it's necessarily true.
Give us an Office-related hot take.
I think that Dwight's a better character than Jim.
Oh yeah, I said that Jim is a horrible monster, and I mean that. He actually is awful. He's a jerk.
Okay. I don't think it's necessarily a joke, but
the British should do a version of The Office. Why haven't they done that?
I'm not even gonna nibble.
Is that in development?
I'm not even gonna nibble at that.
I think that every single show with Ricky Gervais would be better without Ricky Gervais. Sorry, I'm getting him and his writing partner Stephen Merchant mixed up. Ricky Gervais is unfunny.
You're feeling very opinionated today, Zach, aren't you?
I know. I'm gonna mix it up. Do you find him humorous, Fergus?
I think Ricky Gervais. I don't think he's like hilarious, but I think he's written some good stuff.
Yeah, like what?
If you watch Afterlife, that's very good.
The one I feel like I will give him this. He comes up with a great premise, right? The one about like the invention of lying. It's a great premise, right? The problem was that he then was in it, and that stepped on every joke.
Okay.
I'll tell you this much: he's no Al Murray. Now that's a British comedian, the pub landlord.
Okay. Do you think Jimmy Carr's funny?
Oh man, I do.
You do?
I do. I will say I watched the latest Big Fat Quiz of the Year, and I thought that it was the least funny one that I've ever seen. I've been watching since like 2006 when they used to have the goth detectives with Russell Brand, and Noel, what's his name, and
I know
the vibes were terrible this year.
I do always think Big Fat Quiz of the Year always is funny though.
I think he made a joke about Catherine Ryan's appearance, and like I know that's like Jimmy Carr, I know that's what he does, but it's like so didn't land, and it felt so like nasty, and especially with him having that new dumb face that he paid for, it just it just didn't work for me. The vibes were very off this year in the Big Fat Quiz of the Year.
Have you watched Last One Laughing?
I have not. By the way, there was no comedian that I was more confident was immediately going to say yes to going to the Riyadh Comedy Festival than Jimmy Carr. That dude documented is only about his paper. Like, how much did he like not pay in taxes when he got in trouble for all that? It was like a staggering amount of money.
Oh, is it a lot?
Yeah, he should just move to the States if he doesn't want to pay taxes. By the way,
yeah, we love Wawrinka. Starts at 4.
Off to a very solid start here.
How do you say that court name?
Which one are we on? Philip Schatrer?
No. Look at the top of the screen where look at the top of John's score.
Oh, Court Simone Mathieu.
Okay. I'm just curious to know.
I mean, it should be Simon Matthew, but it's, I believe in French, it's Simone Mathieu. My dad told me that the key to speaking French is talking through your nose. and it actually holds up. Bonjour. Saumon Mathieu. Mathieu. Yeah.
It might be Mathieu.
Mathieu. Yeah, definitely easier if you talk through your nose to do.
You're a Djokovic, aren't you?
I kind of go both ways because in the States everyone says Novak Djokovic.
No, they don't. Everyone says Novak Djokovic. Oh, that was so easy to get me. Oh,
sorry, Fergus.
It really gets me every time.
Novak Djokovic.
It gets me every time.
I think the accent varies quite a bit, like everywhere, but it does in the States, and so definitely in like the Mid-Atlantic, they put a little extra mustard on O's. Novak Djokovic, a Baltimore accent saying Novak Djokovic is a fever dream. As Wawrinka's up 40-15, off to a very hot start.
And he holds with a nice forehand down the line.
An absolute missile.
Yep. We'll love one. Novak Djokovic.
Yep. Absolute rocket, absolute missile. Speaking of, Fergus, give us your take on Iran. How are we feeling? Who are we rooting for?
That is a strong change of subject if I've ever seen one.
I tried to use the missiles and rocket thing to do it, but
I'm actually just gonna skip straight past that because I just don't think that's
you're neutral then, yeah.
I'm most definitely not neutral.
I just want everybody to have a good time, okay?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's having a good time if we're talking about Iran.
Certainly not the American consumer, and you know who to blame at the ballot box in November, everybody.
That's
right, Joe Biden.
Cycles in November.
Yes. We are having right now we're having our primaries on a rolling basis around the country.
Oh my god!
Oh, what a get by Wawrinka! Oh. Come on. Oh, I can't believe he missed that last one.
Yeah, I know. I thought he was just going to turn it around the corner.
I think he can't believe he missed that last one. It's like, I can't believe I got to those first three, and then I missed the bunny.
In November, so will you be voting red again?
Certainly not. I think for those of you familiar with my day job, I think that would be out of character. And bad for business too, frankly.
It'd be out of your shirt color as well.
It would be my shirt color as well, indeed. Yeah. Everybody gets a Boris Johnson every now and then. Sometimes you get a Nigel Farage every now and then. We in the States probably will never get a Jeremy Corbyn. I don't,
No one should be getting either of those two.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Wawrinka had that down the line shot. He had it down the line.
Oh, that hit. What a great stab by. Oh, these are good points. Good clay tennis.
Yeah, great clay tennis.
De Jong up 40 love.
I was talking to Brenna the other day, and we were saying that the two best kinds of tennis to watch are men's clay tennis and women's grass tennis.
I agree. That's a great take. So clay is my favorite surface to watch and to play on. I think that is the most exciting form of tennis. There's a little bit of variability with the natural surface. You have the longer points and then the extreme angles that it takes to win those. Sometimes endurance is more of a factor. I just love clay.
Yeah, I think.
Who do you think Jack Draper votes for? By the way,
who do I think Jack Draper votes for?
Is he a Tory? He's definitely a Tory, isn't he?
Yeah. Most people from Surrey are Tories.
Really? Yeah.
I would think Jack votes Conservative. Yeah.
The producer John in the chat. Defo.
Yep.
A term that should have made its way across the ocean, but has not yet.
What, defo?
Yeah, that's a fun one. It's a good abbreviation.
Big shank from Stan off the backhand. And into the game comes Jong.
Yes, indeed.
Producer, is it really hot in Germany right now? I assume it is. There's a player whose father is Torium. Yeah, Katie Swan, yeah.
Huh.
Katie Swan's like 205 in the women's rankings. Yep. Used to be highest of 111.
It's crazy hot in Europe right now. Weather-wise, obviously, like outside of the weather, like really not hot, very, very cold, kind of like a region on the decline. But overall, the weather is warm.
I think he's a councillor. I don't think he's an MP. But she spends an awful lot of time not in this country anyway, so you know.
Yeah.
Well, most players don't spend like a lot of time in their home country, right?
Well, I think a lot of them pick a new place, right? Like a bunch of players live in Monaco, decent amount in Florida. I gotta imagine a decent chunk live in Spain too, yeah?
Liam Brody's one of us. What do you mean by one of us? As in, I can't even ask John who he voted for because he's not voting because he's in Germany. So.
Who's the guy that played doubles with Andy Murray at the Olympics? What's his name?
Dan Evans.
Dan Evans. Dan Evans, one of us, whatever that means, right? Probably, hopefully.
Dan says how it is, very black and white.
Just to confirm, you cannot hear Baby Archie in the background.
No.
I've been broadcasting the entire time with crying baby in the background. My wonderful saint of a wife has been on baby duty for the last 45 minutes or so, just handling it as the little guy chirps and chirps and chirps. And so I kind of need this set to go 4. I kind of need this match to go 4 so I can be on baby duty because he's just being a handful today. He's just in that stage.
Yeah. Well, feel free to. I'm sure John is happy to jump back in if you need to go.
There we go. There we go.
Dan Evans is a man of the people. Yes, you are correct.
Wawrinka up 40-15. Looking pretty darn good in set number 4 here for a 40-year-old.
He is. I don't think I'd look this good in set. Actually, no. I'd back myself to go 5 hours.
Yes. What nation do you think is the future of tennis? Like, where do we think the place that's going to churn out the future stars of the next generation is going to be?
Spain or Italy. Spain or Italy. Easy question.
It's tough though, because like the population size is such where it's like they just have to have a crazy high hit rate, you know? Whereas like in India, which you know has not churned out a ton of major winners, like there's just so many people.
Yeah. I mean, DK Suresh.
Yeah.
Indian. I don't know if you know who DK Suresh is.
Yeah. I think he did a college stint. Yeah.
He still is currently doing a college stint.
Was he Wake? Yeah. So I've seen him actually in person.
Yeah, Wawrinka holds. He's Wake.
Yep.
And he's 26 and he's still in college.
Is he getting a PhD or is he just
I freaking hope so. Otherwise,
yeah.
I think he's literally just churning out college tennis wins just for a laugh. Like,
imagine being 26 years old and be like, I just, yeah, it took me 8 years, but I did just major in strategic communications.
Yeah.
Like, oh, did you get a minor? Nope. Just the one. Just the one.
Just the one. I like he's
got to have a master's degree at least.
This has got to be his last year. The guy's been there for 7 years or something like that. Like,
how is that even possible?
I don't even know. I genuinely don't know. Like, he played Davis Cup for India, beat Medvedev.
So I saw him in his ATP main draw debut at the Winston-Salem Open in 2024. So of all the players that you could name, that is the funniest one for me.
Oh, Ghosty's here. Hello, Ghosty. Long time no
see. DK Suresh has a win over Jesper de Jong. He beat him in the Davis Cup. Thank you, Ghosty. Thank you with an asterisk, Ghosty. Fergus, you gonna grow a beard or what, man?
Nope. I like my non-beard face.
It would be really funny if like in the off season you come back with like a Santa Claus beard.
Oh, you want me to grow a Santa Claus beard?
Yeah, I think it would look good. I think it would be very, very. Are the beards in right now?
Should I also shave my head and then like?
I'm imagining you coming in for the Australian Open after like not even that long, like 5 weeks off, shaved head, beard down to here, looking like a baby Hell's Angel.
Absolutely not. That's not going to happen. First of all, I'd be absolutely murdered by my mother, and then
is it the beard or the shaved head that would get you in trouble with your mom?
Oh no, if I shaved my head, I'd be in big trouble.
You know, man, I don't know about the hairlines in the Gavin family, but yeah, definitely hang on to it while you can. Wawrinka, very strong return there.
Kind of just bring in the
Ghosty. Fergus dropped his home address later if you want to visit earlier.
I literally did not do that.
Yeah.
Although Zach did drop his home address, so feel free to go.
The street that I live on. I actually am fine with it. I can't imagine somebody's coming here to murder me over some nonsense that I was talking about geopolitics or tennis.
Well, I mean, there's some pretty strange people in the world.
There are. Oh, yeah.
50-0. Jong misses the first serve. It's the plural of Gavin. Gavi. No,
I think it'd be Gavini, right?
Gavini. How can the plural of something be longer than its original?
Oh, man. It's like if you're from Lesotho, you're Desothan, which is longer.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess you're Lithuanian if you're. Yeah. Okay. But no, the plural. There's no plural of Gavin. It's just Gavin.
Gavins.
Gavin. Just Gavin.
So you're kind of like moose.
Moose.
The plural of moose is moose, right?
Moose. Yes,
not
there's
mooses.
No mooses. There's no mooses.
So there's no Gavins. It's just Gavin.
The Gavin. Well, I mean, there are the Gavins.
So if you and a relative were coming over, I would say the Gavin are coming over.
No, you would say the Gavins are coming over.
Okay.
Or like sheep. It's not sheeps. It's just sheep.
Not sheeps.
It's sheep.
But you know what? This isn't talking sheep. 40-15.
Tennis 40-15. Dion. 2 chances for 2-all.
I'm trying to schedule an afternoon hit while this is all happening right now because there's just like spotty rain throughout the day. It's so frustrating.
I also asked someone if they wanted to go hit later today. But I haven't had a response yet.
I just saw the shot clock kind of winding down a little bit with 5 seconds left there. And so they haven't really been pushing it so far this match, but this is the kind of day where it starts to get a little dicey sometimes with the shot clock.
Oh, yeah. But Dion holds for 2-all. I think I'm also trying to schedule.
Not a great backhand miss there from Wawrinka.
No, I don't know when the tank is going to run out for Stan. I'm thinking probably the 3-hour mark is somewhere that we're going to, if we get to the 3-hour mark, that is.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of can't believe he's hanging in there this far on this hot of a day. You got to give credit, and I love when the old guys kind of hang around. I like seeing them grind. You know, I liked when Andy Murray was playing challengers just to see what he still had.
Just to see he's still got it.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be back in 2 seconds.
Go do. I guess maybe we could say which continent is going to be churning out the most players. Rather, just to avoid, because the continent borders don't seem to be shifting as much as the borders seem to be shifting. Ghosty. I think South America is about to have a golden age of tennis. There's just so many good players. It's a shame that the tour isn't investing more infrastructure into South American tennis. 15-all. Wawrinka serving. We are live from Paris. The courts are red because of the clay. which comes from bricks. Not everybody knows that. Wawrinka 30-15. Gets a little bit away with one there. Not a great return from Jong. And I'm scheduling tennis for later today. If you're thinking about playing, if you're at home and you're watching this and you're like, do I want to play later today? You got the time and the ability to, yeah, you want to play. Yeah, I mean, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, and all countries that have turned out many a good tennis player before, I think we'll just continue to do so. Ooh, what a point. What a point. And Wawrinka gets away with one a little bit there. Not a great passing attempt from Jong. Wawrinka's got the crowd fired up. I think basically anywhere where the courts are predominantly clay is a pretty significant advantage. I think it is easier to translate a game if you've got, weapons and you're explosive from clay to hard than the other way around. Great serve by Wawrinka to go up 3-2. And Ghosty, I am after 30, so I am both, of course, a pre and post match stretcher. And I think anybody that's trying to not hurt themselves, who's a 30 plus, should do the same. You just gotta take care of the bod. You gotta do it. It's tough to get better at tennis. It's also tough to play tennis when you're injured. So investing that time to make sure that you prevent your injuries is so key. And I actually, I don't want to cast aspersions, but I have some questions about whether Alcaraz's injury issues and now recurring injuries, how much of that is because he's not doing everything that he can and more to take care of his body. And I don't know that, but I got to tell you, I think that he's a young guy. I think that he's having a great time. I think that he trains hard, but I question whether he is doing everything that he can. Fergus, I was just saying that I wonder how much of Alcaraz's injury issues are because he's not doing everything he can and more to take care of his body. Like you think about what a LeBron James does, what a Federer did, what an Agassi did later in his career, and I just don't get the sense that Alcaraz is doing all that.
I think it's so tricky with the modern game because there's so much that goes in. You see so many things that go into the modern game.
Yeah.
Everyone has a physio, everyone has a trainer, everyone has a doctor, everyone has a nutrition specialist, right? So it's hard to say that he's not doing 100% of what he needs to do to, be 100% fit and on the match court. But you also then have to take into account that the game has become so much more physical since 2010, 2015.
Totally.
That you then have to say, well, sometimes even with all that, you could be doing 100%, all the time and still not be ready. Holger Rune has come from an injury that should have taken him 8 months and it's taken him 6. Because he's done everything human possible to get back on court as fast as possible.
Yeah.
You just have to, there are some things that are out of his control. I'm sure Alcaraz is doing more than enough. Although I do think Alcaraz has probably done permanent damage to his wrist. In terms of how long this will take to heal. I also, maybe he won't be able to put as much stress consistently through his wrist as he's had. So he hits absolutely monster forehands.
Yep.
But yeah, it's not a case of him doing 100%. I think there are some things that just need time. You can't fix a broken wrist in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's just not how it works. I don't think maybe it's not permanent, but I don't think it'll be the same as it was. Because
the wrist in particular is an injury that the doctors have a hard time with, and some of it is just straight up luck. Wrist injuries are a real, and foot injuries for basketball players, wrist injuries for tennis players. I think Ghosty's right. I think that he does. I don't think that he will be. Alcaraz is not going to play until he's 38 years old. I think that, like, I think Fergus, you and I've talked about a couple times on here, is how unusual the career spans have been in the Big Three era. And that before, really, a lot of guys kind of played until they were 30, 31, and that was kind of it. I think that Alcaraz can walk away from tennis at 30 and without looking back. Now, and I don't know that he's gonna do it, but I don't know. I mean, I look at Tsitsipas, and I think, why would he stick around for 6 more years?
Yeah.
What does he hope to achieve? Does he need the money? Probably not. I look at Medvedev. Does he stick around until he's 36? I don't see why he would.
Yeah, no, Medvedev won't stick around till he's 38. We're past the. Seems that we're past, mainly because of how physical it's got. We're past the era of people staying around for that long because they just don't need to. Right.
It's also it's such a unique grind compared to other sports. Like, they don't really get the luxury of a home base the way that you do if you're a football player or a basketball player or baseball player, whatever, or cricket player, rugby player, whatever. Like, they spend 8 months out of the year on the road.
Yeah.
New time zones, new places, away from the family.
It's so interesting. It's all about ranking as well. If you're 36 and you're still ranked, 60, you're gonna keep playing because you're in most of the big tournaments. You aren't having to play qualies anywhere.
Right.
That's a big forehand from Stan. You're not having to play qualies.
Huge forehand.
You're also getting most direct entries to play every week on the ATP tour.
Yeah.
But if you're 36 and you're ranked 140, are you willing to play a challenger most weeks to then try and boost your ranking up to a position where then in 6 weeks you will have the in 6 weeks' time you'll then have the ability to play ATP tour again. It's all about your commitment and willingness to keep playing and grinding on maybe the Challenger Tour for a little while. But look at like Andreescu playing like multiple W35s after winning a slam because like she won it. She has a slam title and she was earlier this year. She was playing W35s and now she's playing, Roland Garros qualies again. Like,
I want to go to what Jane said for a second though about the early specialization. Yeah, I mean, again, we're seeing these injuries at such young ages, and the over specialization it does a number. Federer didn't specialize when he was 6 or 7. Billie Jean King didn't start playing until she was 11. Nadal was a talented soccer player. In basketball, LeBron played football. Sinner was a skier. Alcaraz played a little bit of soccer, and I think that I think every now and then, 1 out of a million, somebody becomes a top 30 in their sport, and it ends up having been worth it. But if your kid is not going to make a living from playing that sport, you're doing them a huge disservice, forcing them to specialize early on in their life. Yeah, it does a number on the body. The body is not meant to do some of these repetitive motions, the amount that you have to do it as part of these early specialization programs.
Yeah,
I have a buddy. He's got a son who's 8 years old. And he's on a travel baseball team already. For what? What? Like, you just don't need that. You should be able to stay local and just, whack a ball around. And if you're really good, you'll pop. And if you're not, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, 30-all from Study Love. Jong in with a shot. Huge next point.
Yes, indeed.
Monster next point.
That was a bad shank. Bad timing there.
It was.
30-all at 3-all. Victor Karma, this is a best of 5 match. We are in set number 4 with De Jong up 2-1. Oh, and a second serve now for Wawrinka.
Oh, has he let it go?
Did that?
Oh, he let it go.
Oh, De Jong again with the mental error.
No.
Oh, golly. That's the second time. Oh, no, I guess the other one, the umpire called it out, yeah?
Yeah, but that one, De Jong left it when it was in.
Yep. Wawrinka serving to go up 4-3 and to stay on serve in set number 4.
Makes it. Okay.
I don't know, Ghosty. I hear you that New Jersey and Connecticut are close by, but going across state lines for a 13-year-old's volleyball game, 12 times in a year or whatever is ridiculous. I also have a buddy with a 14-year-old daughter on a travel volleyball team, and he hates it. He loves his daughter. She loves volleyball, but they're going from Los Angeles to Vegas. They're going from LA to San Diego to Sacramento to Phoenix, whatever. And it's just really eats into the family's quality of life. Victor Karma, it sounds like you are not rooting for Wawrinka to win this game because if he can, you are broke. Well, you know what? It's always another match. Always another match. Oh, there is a holiday lunch at my racket club, Fergus. That's fun.
Oh, wow. Are you missing that for this?
I am.
You're so committed to the grind.
I am. I did not know that this was happening. Otherwise, I might have skipped the grind.
I have no doubts.
Build your own burger, carne asada or veggie fajita.
Your racket club, do you have like club champs every year?
So there's an inter club championship with my racket club and then 6 or 7 other ones in the area. We did a USTA. There's a USTA tournament every year. I don't actually know if there's a club championship. They do a USTA tournament and sometimes a club member wins it. I lost in the doubles final in my division this year.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Played pretty well. The other guys are better.
The other guy was better. Well, as long as you're self-aware that the other guy was better, then that's fine.
I think that's the thing that more tennis players should admit to themselves, by the way. Because you hear like, oh, if only I'd done this a little different. Oh, I had him. And it's like, no, he probably didn't actually.
He probably was just better than you at the moment.
Yeah. Like I see that mistake getting made all the time by club players. They think, they think that they can beat somebody that they can't because they can hang in there. They can lose 3-3 to somebody that's just a better player than them. And rather than like making tweaks to their game and patterns and strategies, like, oh, I'm so close, dude. I'm so close when they're not.
It seems like you hear a lot of guys say that.
I think a lot of guys, myself included, oftentimes are just completely delusional when it comes to their own personal athletic exploits. Is Wawrinka now at Love 15 here, returning?
We have a guy, well, he's leaving this year, actually. We had a guy at my university. He played a couple of ATP Junior tournaments before COVID. So he's like insane.
Yeah.
And like playing with him is like, it's always so humbling.
Yeah.
I get to play with him all the time and it's just so humbling.
That's awesome.
The guy can, like, when he actually tries, like most of the time, like when he actually tries, he can literally just slap forehand winners like all day just for a joke. Yeah.
I think that's the thing that sometimes players also don't realize is like a lot of the really, really good players have an economy mode game where they're just going to beat you without ever getting their heart rate above 130. And when you see them play against other top guys, like my coach is like that, where he can make it feel like you're having a semi-competitive set.
Yeah.
But as soon as he decides to turn it on, there's not just one, but extra gears there.
Yeah. It's like the guy I play, he'll usually play in that economical mode.
15:30 here for Wawrinka. I do want to go. I want to go over to Ghosty. A little delusion is all right, though, isn't it? I would say it's actually essential for rec players, but also for high level pros. Like, you have to convince yourself you're better than you actually are, because if you are playing somebody who's better than you, doesn't mean they're going to win. Like the first hurdle is believing that you can win. So delusion is key to athletic success, I think. As we're 30 all.
They always say like the guys that play Sinner in the early rounds of slams, they like say they always watch videos of Nadal losing like second round of Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And, like so fed like just to know that it's been done before, like this isn't impossible. Like it's very, very rare, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
I mean the most recent one is Alcaraz losing to Van der Zandschulp.
Woo! Did that serve hit? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a great serve.
Wow. What a serve indeed.
Like Alcaraz losing to Van der Zandschulp in round 2 was arguably the biggest shock of the last couple seasons of the US.
Oh man. Has Sinner had any bad early round losses?
In a slam? No. Last time Sinner lost before the semifinals of a slam.
Did that hit as well? Jeez Louise, two aces. Yeah.
Last time Sinner lost before semifinals of a slam was Medvedev Wimbledon 24.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals.
I mean, that's the thing about Sinner is I mean his rally ball and serve are just, they're top 2 in the world on his worst day. And they're number 1 in the world on his best day. And so his floor is just so high. There's tournament director Emily Maresmo, a really fun player in her day, and cool to see her continuing to be part of the tennis family.
Because it's so hot, the clay is super lively. That's why all these points, the points are so much shorter than they usually would be.
Yep.
Because it's so lively. Just to explain, there's the hotter it is, the more lively the ball is, especially on this surface, which reacts well to heat. It bounces higher, but it's quicker.
In a way, you could argue the heat maybe helps Wawrinka just a touch because he needs the points to be fast. And if it was 72 or 21,
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
No, he's pushed it.
They both have mishandled some overheads and some high volleys this match. And I wonder if the sun is a factor or what.
God, yeah, because you can't wear sunglasses.
Who's the Jong saying shh to there? Is it to his box?
Could be
or to the crowd?
Actually,
the crowd.
Could be anyone.
Yeah.
Because you can't they don't like wearing sunglasses because it can distort your vision.
Producer John Spurgis maybe talking a little something on Maresmo, according to Ghosty. I'd like to get John on to break that one down for us. Now, if I had to guess, it's probably about the absolutely disgusting splits between the majors and the players. The players get absolutely shafted with the percentage of the prize pool they get. As Wawrinka misses a very makeable forehand to go down 15-30 in a pivotal set 4 game.
This is a big point. The difference between 30 all and 15-40 is huge.
15 points.
It is 15 points.
At least.
It is, or it's 10 points, technically.
Oh.
15-42. Makes the serve out wide. Goes back and behind, backhand cross court. Wawrinka with a backhand cross court. Oh, wow, Stan.
Oh, buddy.
Mistimes it. Okay, so we're probably looking at potentially 2 match points, I would say.
Ooh, John's critique was more about tourney directors in general. Producer John, if you're listening, can you get in here? I would like to hear this critique, and I'm pretty sure this match is about to wind down. Let's see if Stan can... Did he hit that? Nope, just wide.
That missed.
Just wide. He went for a big one there.
Is he wanting to come down? I think this missed.
I think that he just wants the extra 15 seconds to get it confirmed.
Miss.
So
100%. He just wanted the extra 15 seconds.
It's called gamesmanship. Look it up.
It is. Not on my hit list.
Jane just saw the Lehechka result. Yeah, that was pretty surprising. Not one to write home about for Lehechka.
It's a bad result for that. Oh yeah, that's
wow.
Huge. It's huge. Jong, and he'll serve for the match and a place in round 2. Oh, that's monster from De Jong.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see what Sand can do.
Under the guise of the tournament directors, yeah.
Is John saying that the tournament directors don't actually direct the tournament?
Yeah, ghosty and straight to Karina Buster.
That's a what's the term? That's a clay dog, right? Dirt dog?
A dirt rat.
Dirt rat. I know that's used as a pejorative, but that is an amazing. I like if somebody's like, "You're just such a dirt rat" because they were mad at how I beat them. That would like make my week.
Yeah.
Fergus, I think you're gonna cook me because you're both a tall guy who's playing more than I am. But I would love for us to get on the courts. That would be fun. Would we stream that if we do it? Like,
yeah, we should.
Winston Dufour style.
You know, do you know Carousel?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. We should do something like that.
I think
like,
producer John, people are clamoring for some Zach Fergus tennis action and child rearing content. And so when Talking Tennis pays for Fergus to come stateside, we gotta incorporate that into the trip. Yeah. Have you booked your flights yet, Fergus? I can't remember.
Flight is not booked yet. I'm busy thinking about Le Mans antics for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Le Mans antics?
Do you know what Le Mans is?
No.
Have you ever heard of the Le Mans 24-hour race?
Oh. Is that the Isle of Man?
No.
The Le Mans 24-hour race.
24-hour race.
Is it? Do you drive or do you run or do you bike or what?
Drive. It's
okay.
I'm just gonna watch this point.
This is an insane point.
I wonder when Stan's gonna stop going inside out. Oh, but he misses the backhand. Okay.
I am going to your backhand.
Yeah,
I don't care. 30 times or 50.
Stan's like, I'm gonna find this angle. This angle's gonna keep getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter.
Should we put our match on OnlyFans? It seems like that's what the chat wants.
That is absolutely not where it should be going.
It is a site for all kinds of things, as I understand it. Not all all kinds of content, G-rated and otherwise. Although I think that match might be PG-13 with some of the forehands I intend to hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Big talk. Big talk for someone who's 5'8".
Oh, don't look down on me, Fergus. Although you will be literally looking down on me
when I see you, so it's just how it works. Sorry, bud.
Oh, jeepers! I just think that's gonna be good content. If you beat me silly, that'll be good. Everybody loves generational change, but if I hang in there, it'll be sort of like I will be the Stan Wawrinka of our match, I guess, if I can just like stay on the board.
Are we doing 5? Are we going 5?
Of course. I mean, we can do best of 7 if you prefer.
Okay. So Wawrinka at love 30.
Wow. We might be here for another hour and a half, which would give us more time to talk about this hypothetical matchup of ours, which I think would be a lot of fun.
It's a bad dropper from Jong.
I'm comfortable saying that you're gonna beat me. I fancy myself a good player, but you know, you are an active college player.
I'm sure you are.
There's Emily Mauresmo in the shot again. John's number one nemesis, in his words.
Going full Diego Schwartzman on him.
Oh my god.
I've never. If I came stateside, would it be on the green clay, or would it be on?
If we were playing in my area, we'd go to my racket club and play on the green clay. If we were playing, if I came to meet you somewhere and we needed public courts, we'd probably go hard courts.
Hard court, yeah.
Yeah. I prefer clay, just easier on the body.
Have you ever played on grass?
Yes, actually last week I played on grass.
That angle from Jong on the forehand was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a bad miss on the backhand there from Wawrinka. I mean, he's absolutely gassed there, but a weak attempt.
Yeah.
Jane is funny in the chat.
No, if we play with if we play with a dead ball, I'm sorry, it's over for you, Zach. I'll play all day long in a round.
Really?
I will play all day. Yeah.
Is defense your game or what?
Defense is my game. As 6'3", defense is my game.
I'm 5'9" and all offense.
Great, can't wait.
My dead fish celebration what is the dead fish celebration?
Oh, I think he's referring to like a football celebration of
Okay.
someone flopping around.
I thought that was going back to the OnlyFans thing.
No, 30. No, what I tell you what I will do is I will forehand slice you into oblivion, bring you into the net, and then pass you. That's my game.
We gotta get on the courts, man. I think a talking tennis tournament would be so fun. There's a chance that I might need to go to Liverpool for work. That was my Liverpudlian accent.
That was shocking.
Yeah, just like John Lennon. But I might have to go over to Liverpool for work at some point. How far is that from you?
From me, that's like 3 hours. I could do that.
Okay, all right. I mean, at that point, I am the one going further for this
no,
match.
big
Yeah.
As in, how long would you be in Liverpool?
I mean, I hope I'd be there for at least 5 days. To travel that far for less than that. What a backhand from Wawrinka!
Okay.
What a backhand from Wawrinka at the 3-hour mark
chance.
in Paris.
Okay, I have friends in Liverpool, so if you're there for 5 days,
and you know what, you'd have one more there too, buddy.
If
I get over. Yeah,
I would.
If you go to New York, which is where I think a lot of folks go, and let's talk about tennis for a minute.
Yeah, let's talk.
Break point for Wawrinka here. An absolutely massive moment for the Swiss player. And I don't think Jong will be trying to hit a neutral serve at 30-40.
I wonder whether he's going to go kick her out wide on the first.
I think you got to go kick out wide. Try and pull him off the court or push him off the court here.
He tried to go wide, but it looked like it was flat. But
flat out wide percentage. It's just like basic math. Like flats her up the middle of her body.
Yeah. Okay, so Wawrinka with a real chance.
Second serve. I think he's going to kick it wide here as well. By the way,
it has to.
We should have done that in the first one. Jong taking his time, bounce the ball.
Comes
kick
in
out wide.
Oh no, Stan.
I can't believe he came in behind that. That's a gutsy play by Jong.
That really is. He was backing himself to put a lot of kick on that to have him give himself time to come in off that.
Pretty offensive second serve, and then to come in behind it. I respect that play from the young Dutchman.
I think Stan saw him coming in and his eyes lit up as he already saw the pass.
He's made that backhand so many times in his career, and it's a shame he didn't there. We're wide on that, and they got another second serve to work with the deuce. It's crazy they make the line judges wear pants when it's this hot. Like, get him some jorts.
Oh, that can't have been far away from a double.
Oh, great point here. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, what a volley!
Oh my goodness! Stan is tired.
What was that volley? That was a pure reaction volley from Jong.
Unbelievable shot. I mean, Jong here, these last 2 points. Wow.
Yeah.
Gutsy.
Gutsy. Slice from Stan was nasty as well.
9 of 11 break points saved. On the big points, Jong has been remarkable. Wawrinka, you can tell that his legs are dead, and you see it on his backhand in particular. The drive and the kind of the forward motion that he needs to really crush it is not there right now. He's hitting an awful lot off of his back foot. He's going for slices where he might otherwise want to hit an offensive ball. I mean, he is gassed.
Such a good volley from Jong.
I'm sure the crowd is going absolutely bananas in there too.
Yeah.
Have you been to the Fringe? No, match point.
No. Match point for Jesper. Jong misses the first serve. I have not been to the French. It's definitely one of my things I want to go to.
It's on my bucket list.
Absolutely.
It's just a shame that it has to be in France because I really don't care for the food.
Second serve. Into the Wawrinka backhand. Forehand to forehand exchange, but Jong's going to have to hit a backhand. That is short.
Oh, Stan.
Stan goes down the line with the backhand, back down the line with the forehand, and again down the line with the backhand. Stan's going to have to hit the inside in forehand with the lob from De Jong, and he makes it.
Oh, wow. That is a gorgeous topspin offensive lob there. The trajectory.
At the net. Wawrinka's time at Roland Garros is over. He ends his career at the French Open after winning it in, what was it, 2014?
That sounds about right. I'll double check that.
Dion,
what a career at the French for Stan Wawrinka, and what a treat of a match. I mean,
that was a really good match. I really
2015, by the way.
2015, sorry, not 14.
What a run he had. 2014 won the Australian, 2015 French, 2016 the US Open.
US Open.
Yeah. What a fun match.
Great match.
It was solid throughout. It didn't ever quite feel like it was going to be Wawrinka, but there were moments, there were glimmers, and certainly we saw that huge backhand that he's known for. Just every match that we have with these this generation of player left should be cherished. Monfils, Wawrinka, to some extent Cilic, all those guys that are still Djokovic in particular. That's how the Europeans say it, I believe. And it's so pleasant. They're a bridge not between one era and the next, but they're a bridge between one era and like 3 eras after it at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was.
Yeah, no, because I mean, it was like Tsitsipas and Medvedev were the next era. Then it was the guys after them, and then it's Alcaraz and Sinner.
Yeah, and they're still out here fighting. I mean, it never looked for a second. I thought Wawrinka was gonna, snatch it out the fire with that break point.
Yeah,
but got a bit too excited when he saw the backhand pass lighting up, and
I know. I'm sure he'll be thinking about that for a little bit. But overall, what a career for Wawrinka, and we got a couple more majors with him, a few more fun tournaments. And I hope he's got one more run somewhere left in the tank. I don't care if it's a 250. Maybe it's Winston-Salem. Who knows?
Maybe. Producer, what do you mean? And I mean, I don't know if Stan gets a wild card into Wimbledon.
Oh, he has to. He has to, right?
But I don't think because he's never gone past the quarters at Wimbledon. I understand that it's its last year, but I don't think they'll give him one. Maybe they will. I think they're more like to give Dimitrov one. I think they're more like to give Dimitrov one than they are Stan.
That's another one from that era. Where is Dimitrov in the rankings now?
120 somewhere.
Is there a world in which he gets a few points, or is he injured right now?
He's still defending. Like, you have to remember. Yeah, he's 166.
Yeah. Oh boy.
He's still defending. Like, he has around 4 points at Wimbledon to defend. So yeah, I can produce. So that is that. Wawrinka ends his time at Roland Garros in his career.
He does so in style.
He does in style. He does. As Jesper De Jong goes through to the second round after being a lucky loser.
What a great crowd today as well.
Yeah, excellent crowd. Though that guy that was trying to dominate the sun with his back in short shorts.
I'm sorry. Emily Mauresmo's wearing a jacket. That's crazy. How? What material must that jacket? It's got to be linen. It's got to be. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, Zach. I very much appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure, Fergus. I think we should start the GoFundMe for Fergus Does America, and I'd love to be part of that itinerary to get on the courts and maybe take you to Winston-Salem.
Oh, great! But for now. Thank you, everyone, for joining me, and you know the drill.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.